more,
Daddy like is.
more, more, more,
Let's Fingo Boys.
more, 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 more,
I'm gonna fuck that little ham sandwich, bitch.
more,
10 man sin diskgaselåsa vittnet håller biltåg och tatmansbombar.
more, more,
Daddy likeys.
Yay!
more,
Here, y'all help Lord Aethel out with his soundboard if he ever needs it. Aethel. Wanna pretend like my cock is stuck in Lord Aethel. Nice cock. Lord Aethel. Epic cock. Lord Aethel. Very nice cock, man. Fucking leave, bitch. Let's go jerk off, Aethel. Let's go jerk off. Genji community. Let's go jerk off, Aethel. Let's go jerk off the Genji community. There you go, man. Very nice cock, man. Leave, bitch. Very nice Aethel, man. Leave, bitch. Very epic cock, man. Leave, bitch. Very epic Aethel, man. Leave, bitch. Very nice cock, man. Leave, bitch. Very nice Aethel, man. Leave, bitch. Very epic cock, man. Leave, bitch. Very epic Aethel, man. Leave, bitch. Aethel, nice cock. Aethel, epic cock.
What did you learn at school today? That's what the teachers used to say. But they don't know, don't understand, do they? Why do they always give advice? Saying just be nice, always think twice. When it's been a long time since they had a teenage. What did you learn at school today? That's what the teachers used to say. But they don't know, don't understand, do they? Why do they always give advice? Saying just be nice, always think twice. When it's been a long time since they had a teenage.
We are gathered here today to remember the life and memory of Lord Aethelstan. He was but a boy when he lost his life. Gone too soon, some might say. Gone too late, others might say. But nonetheless, we are here to remember those times we once shared with him. Those times we will not get back. He's passed on now into the next life. Now what the next life will bring him, no one quite knows. We do hope he's resting well now. We do hope he's looking down on us with grace. I like to think back on the times we shared. I still feel him here. Before he passed, he left me a message that sums up his feelings, his heart, and his life. If you'll come with me, we'll watch Lord's last message to the castle. These are the things he wanted you to know. So if you'll come with me, let's look back one last time Before I pass on to the next life, I ask that you remember the times we've shared.
I hope you guys have those crazy gaming moments, man. Where everything just comes together somehow. Oh, fuck!
The journeys we've traveled.
Did you get Sea Dog? Are we feeling evil?
And the paths we've crossed.
Pizza pasta, put it in the box. I require the song. Oh, yeah! More.
It does not matter if I walk the earth.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Or if I am watching from the next life.
It's me and the boys. I'm in the picture too, dude. Me and the boys.
For the castle stands tall.
Everybody eat their jerky? Everybody eat their jerky? Now, have you guys ever heard of Jonestown?
Taller than any mountain.
Whoa, that looks like a big chode fucking wiener. Look at that. Just to let everybody know, even though she's small, she still squirts.
Stronger than any beast.
Hear that, Ray? We're gonna get you some buddies. But you're my first buddy, okay? Everyone else after you, well, guess what? I don't love them as much as you, bud. Alright? You're my first best pal. And I'll always look after you, buddy. I love you so much, Ray.
Oh! Together the walls of the castle will stand the test of time.
I'll be interviewing somebody cool, somebody who's really, really cool.
Ride with me into the next life.
Yeah, the leg harness.
Into new pastures. Into the next chapter. And when they ask, will the castle fall? We say no. Let's try, baby, let's go! And when they ask if our spirits are broken, we say nigh. Let's go! And when they ask if our hearts are damned, we say nigh. For as long as we are one, the castle bonds protect us. Together forever, onward forever, the castle stands forever!
It's gonna keep floating in space, I guess.
Oh god. Is it really?
Yeah, bro. Oh! I landed! Oh!
Let's go!
I'm playing Minecraft! Oh!
Those were his last words to the castle. Even though he's gone, please know, he's always with you. They say when one thing ends, there is a new beginning. So I ask you, members of the Council, the Holy Knighthood, Divine Judgment, the castle itself, what say you? I hear some rummaging in the castle, from within the walls. I don't think it's quite over. In fact, why don't we go inside? And see the next chapter. You really thought I was dead? You really thought I would leave what we built? Listen, I've died before. And I came back. I am undying. What kills me makes me stronger. What destroys us makes us stronger. I said before, the castle stands forever. Death and destruction, nothingness. There is nothing that can bring that fate upon the castle. In fact, we're coming back stronger. Welcome inside the castle for the first time. Gaze upon the Gothic architecture. The candles which give us power and light in the darkness. The castle is a beacon of hope among the hopeless. It gives us a sense of strength when we feel weak. The walls protect us, bind us as one. In a world so uncertain, one thing stands: the castle. Well, guys, welcome back to the castle. Welcome inside the castle for the first time ever. Thank you for coming to my funeral. But it's about that time. We shed our old skin and embrace the new. Today marks a monumental point in our history. And I couldn't be happier for the future going forward. So without further ado, let's take a little gander. We'll just go inch by inch. Now you guys know me, man, I can stall for hours. This is gonna take some time. This could be days.
feels good to be home. Well, guys, it's great to see everyone here. Thank you for coming inside the castle for the first time. I hope you guys like the interior. This is our new form. Can you believe it, man? My mouth's actually moving. I never thought I'd see the day. We've got teeth, a tongue, hair, earrings, accessories. I feel so alive. I feel like I've been trapped for so long, and now I'm finally free. The accessories are not my tits, but they do look quite nice. Let's take a tour, man. Let's take a tour around the new body. Now, this is my casual look. This is my casual look for if I'm just chilling around the castle. Maybe I just woke up. Just rolling out of bed. Not really ready for war and destruction and the mutilation of my enemies. Just kind of waking up and ready for some cartoons or something, you know? Maybe I want to let my hair down and relax for a little bit. Oh, the hickey? Well, being undying for so long, you run into all sorts of creatures. Right? I mean, I've been around for 1,000+ years. And of course, vampires run rampant. We live in a dark, gothic castle. You know, we have all walks of life coming through the castle. So I've been bit a few times. Am I a vampire myself? It's hard to say. You know, I am cursed with undying. So maybe I do have some vampire blood in me. I'm like 50% vampire. I'm like a white girl from the Midwest where I say I have like 10% Cherokee in me. I'm like that kind of vampire. Oh, yeah. I'm Native American. Yeah. It's so expressive, dude. I've never seen anything like this. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm sure most of you guys know, but all the art and rigging was done by Diariku, my mother and my father. And this is one of the most incredible art pieces I've ever seen. Just an absolute insane work of art. We'll go through everything. So I have a finally teeth for the first time ever. If you've seen my old model, it was cursed with no teeth. I just had to gum and gnaw on everything like a little baby. But we have my power stones, my JO crystals. These are when I jack it with my bros, and they glow red hot whenever my bros are jacking it. And we jack it together. Let's keep working our way down, huh? I have my pizza earrings. And our new pauldrons. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. These are the pauldrons I wear into battle whenever we go against warring kingdoms. A lot of blood has been spilt on these. You know, over 1,000 years of pillaging and warring. These things have seen a lot of blood. Now I have my blood gems dangling from my tunic, which is actually see-through, if you can see. I don't know, how the fuck did Dia do this? I have no idea. How did she make the shirt see-through? I have no fucking clue how she did it. How would you even begin to do that? Yeah, technology. I don't know. It's incredible. So we can take this on and off. So now I have my full cape. And we'll keep working down. I have my cuffs, my bracelet, and my rings. Regular size hands. Normal, average, everyday guy hands. Not small. Very average size. Perfectly sized for everything that you could possibly need. And then I have my claws. You see, my hand was injured. My hand on the left was injured. So I have to wear claws. Kind of small? What are you talking about? Yeah, I sucked the Cheeto dust off too hard. Sucked right past the knuckle, man. So you can see the inside of my cape now. My patented rose design. My boots. Oh, the pouch? Yeah, so these are my blood gems. These are all the blood, like blood from my enemies that I used to power me. And then this pocket, that's for cookies, in case I get hungry while I'm killing. That's my cookie pocket. There's my booties. Let's go all the way out, huh? I mean, I honestly don't know how this isn't 3D. I have no idea how Dia did this. I have no idea. Like, I don't know how this is possible. And then, this was not my idea, okay? You have to believe me, this was not my idea. But I am cursed. Being undying for so long, you start to gather a bunch of different powers that you didn't expect. You know, for example, the vampire, right? I didn't expect that. Well, what other types of monsters would you run into living cursed for 1,000 years? And That's right. I'm no longer a man anymore. After spending so much time wandering around through ancient ruins, enchanted forests, I've accumulated a lot of powers. This being one of them. I will say for the record, it's not a kitty cat. It's not a cat. It's not a cat. It's a cat. It's one of those dogs that look kind of like cats. It's a dog. It's a dog. It's a wolf. It's a wolf spirit, not a cat. It's not a cat. Not a cat, dog. No. It's a dog. It's a dog. Not a cat. Not a cat boy. I'm not. It's a wolf boy. It's a man. It is a manly, rough and rugged, piss on the tree wolf man. I got hair growing in places you guys wouldn't believe. I'm not a cat. You guys gotta believe me, man. Come on. No, it's not a cat. It is a wolf spirit. I mean, look at my pauldrons. I'm not a cat. I honestly cannot tell you how amazing it feels after a year and a few months of using the same model, after using a model that I never really thought I would actually use. You know, a model that I was really proud of at the time, and I'm still proud of now. I never would have imagined that I would ever have something like this insane work of art. It's been an insane journey in the past year. And to finally have something that is exactly what I've always wanted, like to the T, it feels incredible. I'm so thankful to Dia for doing this for me and taking me on, even though she was incredibly busy. She had no time at all. She's one of the most talented artists I've ever met. And the fact that she squeezed me in, I'm just eternally grateful. I'm so appreciative, and I honestly cannot thank her enough. So I have links to her on my Twitter and down in my about section down there. So if you want to give her a follow and check out her art streams, check out her streams in general, her Twitter, please feel free. She was so helpful with all of this, did everything and more that I wanted, is so talented. So thank you. Oh yeah, I have this blush toggle. I forgot. For when I'm being a sussy little baka. Being a sussy little bitchy baka. Is the model anatomically correct? For the most part, yeah. I almost prefer having the cat ears on, I'll be honest. You know, after being on the earth for so long and getting all of these powers, you kind of get used to it. You know, like I almost feel more comfortable being a cat or a dog. A dog man. I only say cat because you guys keep saying cat. That's the only reason. But yeah, we can take them on and off. In our long hair. When I first got this, I don't know if anybody else here is a VTuber, but man, when I first got this, I loaded up VTube Studio for so long and just I couldn't take my eyes off it. You seeing it move and respond. I mean, in what looks like three-dimensional space, it's insane. Long hair plus ears? Okay, I got you. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty good. What was that? What, Snuffy? What? Do the hand thing? Thank you, Mouse. Mouse, thank you so much for coming by. I'm so glad you were here. I hope you saw your portion in the video earlier. I hope you're here to see it. I had to include you in there, man. Thank you so much. Look how far you've come, dude. No, Mouse, please don't say anything. You're gonna make me fucking... You're gonna make me get COVID and cry again. No, thank you so much. It was so fun to make that video at the start. Just going back through all of these memories that I've had in the past year of streaming and doing VTubing. Going and making that video was one of the most like therapeutic and best experiences. Just seeing how much fun we've all had together, and you know how much help I've gotten along the way, how many friends I've made, and how many cool things we'll get to do in the future. Fuck. It's hard to put into words, man. You know, after doing something for a year plus and being able to look back on it so fondly, it's kind of rare, I feel like, to be able to go back and look at something with literally no negative emotions attached. Just everything is so positive and fuck, man. So that's why I wanted to make that video, because I am so thankful to everyone being here all the time, even when we had our derpy model, you know, even when the castle was a lot smaller. I just wanted to show how appreciative I was and am for everyone making those nights in the castle so damn fun. So thank you guys. But this is the inside of the castle. As you can see, it's going through like a day and night cycle. It started at night, so it'll slowly go through the day, night, mid-morning, sunset. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Whoops. Wrong one. There we go. Well, guys, there she is in all her glory. Who put out all the candles? Well, those are enchanted candles, man. They'll go out on their own. See, now it's light out, so the candles aren't lit. Everything in the castle is enchanted. I mean, you guys know this. We don't have to worry about stuff like that. Yeah, they're like LED. They're like, yeah, exactly. Shake them titties? Okay, I got you, man.
Hopefully we don't get banned. Oh man. Well guys, I hope you like the new form. I'm still getting used to it myself, I'll admit. It's still pretty crazy to see this. It's insane to see my mouth moving and to see teeth and to be so expressive. You know, I never really had that before. So there's just so much more that we can do with this. It's such an amazing upgrade to the castle, and I'm so fucking thankful. So again, thank you so much to Dia. And thank you to everyone gifting subs. I'm so sorry, I have my alert box turned off for right now. But thank you so much. Johnny K's, thank you for 20 gift subs. And I think somebody donated 100. L, thank you so much. Jesus Christ. Thank you guys. I'm so sorry if I missed anyone. I know I missed a shit ton. But thank you guys so fucking much, man. I hope you like the inside of the castle. I hope you like the new form. We got a lot more shit to do, man. A lot more fun to have. The Tectone sword. The Tectone sword has died with the old model. It moves on into the next life. Will the lore video be on YouTube? I don't know. I don't know if it's worthy of putting on YouTube or not. I don't know about that. Do it? Oh, you missed it? Okay. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. It was so much fun to go back, like I said, just to go back in time and, you know, see all these crazy changes that happened in the castle. I feel like I have a million people to thank. First, obviously to Dia. I'm gonna miss people, so if I miss you, I'm sorry, man. But first to Dia, thank you so much for taking me on and making this amazing dream a reality. Thank you to Merryweather for putting together the background for me and getting the artists and the animation. Thank you so much, Mary, for all your help. And actually, Mary is the reason that I got Dia as an artist as well. So honestly, this wouldn't be possible without Mary. All of this. You know, I went to Mary. We had become really good friends, and I was talking to Mary that I wanted to get a new model. And he said, "Oh, what about Dia?" And I said, "Oh my God, I would love Dia. I would give anything." And I had another artist in mind. Mouse was trying to help me find someone. That artist was busy. I was gonna try and get the same artist as Booby, ironically enough, but they were busy. And Mary said, "What about Dia?" And I said, "Well, I mean, that seems like a long shot, but I'll try." And I hit up Dia and I said, "Hey, maybe could you? I don't know." And she said she's too busy, and I said, "That's fine." And then she came back the next day and she said, "What if? When do you need it?" And I said, "Whenever." And she said, "Okay, I'll do it." So I don't know if Mary, if he put in a good word or what, but thank you so much, man. Thank you for the idea. Thank you for helping me so much, man. And giving me so much advice as well. Thank you to Knackered Ocelot, my most noble moderator, for putting together the funeral waiting scene, the trailer. He made the trailer, the original song for the trailer as well. Thank you so much, Ocelot. Thank you, my man. Thank you to all my mods for all the help
getting everything ready. Thank you guys. Thank you to... Shit, where is it? Thank you to Tony Blue for the Force Ghost animation. But dude, how... Okay, the video that we had at the start, the ending, the Force Ghost... Bro, I was dying laughing when I put that in last night. So Tony Blue, thank you so much for making that, man. I really do appreciate it. Amazing. Thank you so much. Can we see it again? No, you guys don't. No. We don't gotta watch it again. No. Should I miss the vid? I don't get the reference. Run it back? I want to see it again? Okay, all right. Okay, we can watch it one more time. One more time. So if you're not sure what the hell I'm talking about, this was the video. It was a video message from my old form of Lord Aethelstan, sending his last dying wishes to the castle.
Before I pass on to the next life, I ask that you remember the times we've shared.
I hope you guys have those crazy gaming moments, man, where everything just comes together somehow. Oh, fuck!
The journeys we've traveled.
Get Sea Dog. Are we feeling evil?
And the paths we've crossed.
Pizza pasta, put it in the box. I require the song. Oh, yeah!
It does not matter if I walk the earth.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Or if I am watching from the next life.
It's me and the boys. I'm in the picture too, dude. Me and the boys.
For the castle stands tall.
Everybody eat their jerky? Everybody eat their jerky? Now, have you guys ever heard of Jonestown?
Taller than any mountain.
Whoa, that looks like a big chode fucking wiener. Look at that. Just to let everybody know, even though she's small, she still squirts.
Stronger than any beast.
Hear that, Ray? We're gonna get you some buddies. But you're my first buddy, okay? Everyone else after you, well, guess what? I don't love them as much as you, bud. Alright? You're my first best pal. And I'll always look after you, buddy. I love you so much, Ray.
Oh! Together the walls of the castle will stand the test of time.
I'll be interviewing somebody cool, somebody who's really, really cool.
Ride with me into the next life.
Yeah, the leg harness.
Into new pastures. Into the next chapter. And when they ask, will the castle fall? We say no.
Try, baby, let's go!
And when they ask if our spirits are broken, we say nigh.
Let's go!
And when they ask if our hearts are damned, we say nigh. For as long as we are one, the castle bonds protect us. Together forever, onwards forever, the castle stands forever.
It's gonna keep floating in space, I guess. Sounds
Oh
good.
god. Is it really?
Yeah, bro. Oh! I landed! Oh!
Let's go!
I'm playing Minecraft! Oh my gosh, Mouse, thank you so much. Thank you for the gift subs, Mouse. Sage, thank you so much for 50 gift subs. 8-Bit Bear, thank you so much. Jesus, guys, thank you, man. Thank you so much, guys. Anime Fan, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you, and I'm so sorry if I missed anybody else. Also, I did want to say one more thank you, and I like I said, I knew I was going to forget somebody, but the original concept art for this model was designed. Shade, thank you for 5 gift subs. Jesus Christ, thank you. Benny Boy, thank you so much for 10 gift subs. Vi, thank you so much for 5. Jen, thank you for 69 gift subs. Jesus, man. Thank you so much, Jen. Thank you very much. Pop, thank you for the resub. Thank you, guys. Anonymous Gifter, thank you so much for the gift sub. Sarai, thank you for 5 months. Great to see you back. BW, thank you very much for 5 gift subs. Thank you, guys. Way too much, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jolly Golly, thank you. Thank you for 5 gift subs. But I knew I was gonna forget somebody, and of course, probably one of the most important people that did the original concept art. Actually, let me see if I have the picture real fast. I can bring it up on screen. The original concept art for this model was done by Cal. I believe they go by Cal_VT on Twitch. And their Twitter might be the same as well. But Cal is an insane artist. We're from Italy. One of Dia's friends, and they work so well together. He did an amazing job on the actual concept art, and I do believe I have the original concept art. Give me 1 second. I can find it. Yep, here it is. You can kind of see where we got all these ideas from. This is from Cal. This was the original concept that we had. Our reference sheet. Now, I wish I could show you the Google Doc that I sent over. Because if you're not familiar, whenever you want to make a VTuber model, you can either sketch out your own ideas if you're an artist yourself. I'm not. So I made a Google Doc, almost kind of like an idea board, if you will, where I just posted a bunch of pictures and descriptions. I wish you guys could see the Google Doc that I made, because it was so fucking bad. And the fact that he was able to come up with something from that absolute mess of a Google Doc is nothing short of amazing. So Cal, thank you so much for this amazing work. It's perfect, exactly what I wanted. We'll zoom in a little bit more so you can kind of see where we came from, huh? I mean, pretty nuts, right? I don't know. I find artists so, I mean, I've said this before, they're magicians, like absolute magicians. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. So you can see my claw there, my choker, my bracelet. The choker design is so cool. This was like the main thing I really wanted, was this choker. And then you can see how it actually looks in practice. I don't know how Dia made it look so fucking 3D too. Like if you look at the choker, like it actually has like depth to it. How do you do that? How is that possible? Do you see it? It's like protruding. How the hell do you do that? Lots of layers. His Google Doc was actually just Ted Kaczynski's manifesto. I thought I made that Google Doc private. But yeah, and the earrings and everything, the big ass earrings. I wanted, basically my idea with this model is I wanted something super gothic Oh, sorry. He goes by KT_Demon VT on Twitter. And I believe it's Cal_VT on Twitch. So you can give him a follow on Twitter as well at KT_Demon VT. Thank you for the command, Sweet Potato. But basically, my idea with this model is I wanted something super gothic, you know, heavily Castlevania inspired. I'd been playing a lot of Dark Souls at the time as well. Something reminiscent of that. It's always been my favorite aesthetic. And I think they just knocked it out of the park. And then yeah, there's my wolf pauldrons. Now this is the one thing from the old design that I did want to keep. I've been obsessed with like wolf armor I love suits of armor to begin with. And the wolf pauldrons was an idea I had for the original model. And it's kind of the one homage to the old one. I guess the hair color as well. But I knew I wanted to keep the pauldrons. And they actually glow. And then my pendant glows as well. And then my eyes. I don't think I can say enough how talented Dia and Cal are. I mean, absolute magicians. I don't understand it. I don't know how they did it. But here we are. So thank you guys so much. Shirtless mode? I don't know. We might get banned on Twitch for that. We might have to move to YouTube. Who knows? Now, hopefully in the future, if Dia has time going down the road, I would love to like make small changes over time. So we'll see if that happens. But for now, I'm so happy with this as it is. So hopefully, I don't know. I'm sure everybody is so used to my old model and my voice with that model. You know, because it was kind of derpy and you know, kind of goofy. And I was using an old webcam to track everything. You know, now we have an iPhone to track all of our mouth movements and our face movements. So I don't know if my voice matches this. If it's a little bit jarring because you might be so used to my voice on a different one. Yeah, it fits. Hopefully over time we'll get used to it. I know it might be a little bit weird. I don't really like change all that well. You know, I think that's just human nature. But I'm slowly getting used to it. Bro, these ears are so cute. Well, guys, again, thank you to Dia and Cal so much. There's a reference sheet. If anybody needs it, you can screenshot it. I think it's floating around the Discord somewhere or on Twitter. But if you need it, you can screenshot it. You guys know I'm always open to any art, NSFW, anything. You can draw me getting railed by Nyan's giant Fuda cock. Whatever you guys feel like. I'm open to whatever. I'm always down to see new art. So if you take the time to make art, and so many people already have, but now that the new model's out, if you do take the time, thank you so much. And please tag me on Twitter or send it in the Discord so I can see it. It really does mean the world to me, man. I'm not an artist myself, outside of like really shitty pixel art, but I do have an insane appreciation for it. So thank you so much if you do take the time. It means a lot. Or if you want to do yaoi between me and Booby, please, I encourage it. In fact, that's the first art I'd like to see. Yo, Sushi Dog, thank you so much. Thank you, Sushi. Great to see you here. Well, guys, that's the reference sheet. So take it if you need it. I think Ocelot linked it in the chat as well. Hey, yo, fan artist. Yeah, Mouse, are you on it, dude? Well, guys, this is the new model. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys will check out Cal and Dia for their amazing work. And please let them know if you do like it. Please let them know on Twitter or in their streams, because I know they both worked really hard. This is the new form, man. Now, oh, Kabhaal art? Oh, I would love to. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Kabhaal, tonight marks the first episode of a brand new series we're going to be doing called Boys Talk. Now that we have the debut stuff out of the way, you guys have seen the model. We're going to be doing the first episode ever of Boys Talk with a good friend of mine, a fellow VTuber, a horror VTuber named Kabhaal, where we take in questions from members of the castle, whether it be advice about life, general questions about anything. We're going to be answering a few questions, just generally shooting the shit. Think of it as like a late night talk show where people would call in with various questions for advice. If you've ever seen or heard the show Loveline, think about it like that. Just a relaxing late night show that you can put on in the background while two people shoot the shit. Hopefully give some good advice, but we'll probably, you know how things go around here. We'll probably forget some of the questions from time to time and just enjoy a nice conversation among friends. If you haven't seen Kabhaal, he's extremely talented. Amazing streams all the time, an insane artist. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. Now let's take a quick break. I'm going to go run a scam and get some water, and then we'll go over to the Boys Talk set and we'll start Boys Talk episode 1 with our good friend Kabhaal. But first, I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming out today. Thank you so much, Nyan, for the raid. Thank you to all the old castle homies, all the new homies that came by. Even though we died and we had a funeral, this really is the beginning of a lot more fun to come. So if it's your first time in the castle, welcome. You always got a place here, man. We're always up to no good, always having fun, goofing off, playing games. So welcome and thank you so much. Whether you donated subs, bits, or just your time, thank you seriously from the bottom of my heart, and welcome to the castle, bruvs. Let's take a quick break. I'll be back in a few minutes with episode 1 of Boys Talk. I'll see you in a sec, bruvs. Holy fuck, that scared the hell out of me.
What?
Holy shit, stop! That scared the fuck out of me. Okay, that's better. Oh my goodness. Stop doing that. All right, guys. Give me 1 sec.
Fuck that little ham sandwich, bitch.
Ah. Well, guys, welcome back to the castle. Welcome to episode 1 of Boys Talk, featuring the one and only Kabhaal. Now, first and foremost, a shout out to Emily for the beautiful new desk and Boys Talk logo. Welcome to our late night in the castle. Tiny desk or massive Aethel? Both? That's a desk? Well, I guess more of an altar, right? We've done sacrifices on this. We've killed, we've spilled blood on here. Yeah, we have the bisexual colors on our logo. The beautiful work from Emily. Thank you so much, Emily. Well, what do you say we get Kabhaal in here and we start episode 1 of Boys Talk? That sound all right? Now, I don't know what questions we're gonna get. I have not listened or read any of these questions. We have so many in the Discord for Boys Talk. I don't know what kind of advice we're going to be giving out tonight. We're just going to have to see. I don't know if it's going to be good advice. It could be terrible. I don't know that much about anything. But if it just ends up two guys having a good time shooting the shit, then man, I'll call that a dub. Let's get our boy in here, huh? All right, Kabhaal.
Oh, are we ready?
Hey, how's it going, man?
All right, hold on. Wait, let me pick myself up off the floor. Wait, you have to do the VTuber thing where you peek out of stuff.
Oh, nice. There he is. Hell yeah. Welcome, man.
I seem to be a little bit pixelated.
Oh, that's okay, man. It's supposed to be scuffed.
There we go. I'm trying not to be absolutely huge. I don't want to take up everything on the chat.
You can get bigger than me if you want, man.
I mean,
you don't got to worry about that.
I've spent enough time in your community. I know how that's going to go.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Man, thank you so much, dude. Thank you for coming by and thank you for being the first guest on Boys Talk.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm there you go. I'll get a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger, a bit bigger.
Do whatever feels right, man.
Yeah, there we go. All right. No, actually, thank you for inviting me. It's been awesome to just be able to hang out in the community, in the castle, and just have a good time. Like, you are hands down just a fun individual to spend time with, and the community in and of itself
Thank you, man.
Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, we've got quite a few jokers and pranksters and little hackers in the castle, so I feel really lucky too, man. You have no idea.
Yeah, it's just good times all around. I really like hanging out here. So
thank you so
And-
much, man.
just being a menace in chat.
Yeah. Thank you, man. When was the first time you actually came to the castle?
So I got introduced to you through you like doing music for Mouse.
Oh, okay.
And like I think I started hanging out in the community back when you were doing the Minecraft streams.
Oh, okay.
And so that was super fun to like see
So that was
see Castle Chode be erected.
You remember the Chode Castle? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Quite fondly.
If you guys weren't here in the castle, gosh, I think that was around October, November of last year. We had a VShojo and Friends Minecraft server, and I was lucky enough to find a mountain that was somehow generated in the Minecraft world that looked exactly like a chode. I had it in the video that we watched a little bit earlier. So if you want to see it, you can see it in there. But yeah, those were the days, man. Those were the days. Damn. So that's the first time you came around the castle?
I think I'd stopped by a couple times before, but that was like the first time I think you and I like ever interacted, because I was just hanging out in chat and you were having some issues with ads or something. I was like, oh yeah, I know you can do.
That's right.
This.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, no, Aethel's a cool guy. I like his vibes. You know, I throw a helping hand his way. And
Thanks,
then it's
man.
like I just started hanging out more. Unfortunately, you tend to broadcast later than I tend to often be awake, because you know I broadcast in the mornings and I'm just like, I need to sleep.
Yeah, I get that a lot, man. I probably have the worst streaming schedule of all time.
Nah, it works for you. It works for your community. If you enjoy it, you have fun with it, and that's all that matters. Truth be told.
Yeah, well, I think it all started because I was living in Japan, so normal times for me was like in the middle of the night for a lot of people in the US.
Do this.
And so yeah, I just kind of I never stopped with that. I just kind of kept late nights. I don't know why, it just feels more comfortable.
Yeah, I can see that. Like some people, they're late night folks, and you know, I completely understand. I would be completely honest. Like, if Mrs. Cab wouldn't like break me over her knee like Bane does Batman for being an absolute degenerate in schedule, I would probably as well.
Yeah. Oh man. So do you want to just like? I know a lot of people here probably know who you are, but do you want to introduce yourself and kind of what you do and maybe how long you've been VTubing and just like a general rundown of your history?
So yeah, I could do that. But my question with that is,
yeah, what's up?
Do you want me to do the full bore sales pitch like I do on stream, or just kind of a general rundown?
Do it like you are a Girl Scout and I'm like going into the store and I don't have too much time, but I look hungry. You know, it could be an easy sale, but if you do it right, you can make the sale.
I didn't know we were going to be doing roleplay on this stream, but okay. All right, so
let's see what you got, man. I'm hungry, but I'm frugal. Okay.
Well, hello there, mister. You look horrifyingly hungry. Could I interest you in a bit of petrifying pleasure on a purple platform of sinister streams?
That sounds okay.
Okay.
Sounds nice.
Oh well. Let me see. Maybe we can pick a particular poison for you. Do you like horror content? Perhaps you like art. Perhaps you like visceral voice acting.
Whoa!
Perhaps you like
Yeah.
Perhaps you like talking about chilling content and abominable advice.
Ooh.
Any things tickle your fearsome fancy?
Oh my god. Okay. I'll take 10. Whatever you got, I'll take it all. Beautifully done, man. Beautifully done. So, I mean, in essence, you do like some art. I know you've played games before. I've seen you do like the history of Warhammer stuff before. I think like Warhammer 40K. Me and Yan were watching.
That stream.
Yeah, me and Yan were watching you. I think that was like 2 or 3 days ago, and you were just going into the deep history of Warhammer 40K.
I have a problem with Warhammer 40,000.
Oh yeah, is it something you've always been into?
I've been playing Warhammer for like, I want to say like 20 years or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a fun hobby. There's a lot of folks that take it way too seriously, and I'm just like,
yeah,
a funny plastic men go on the table and they get moved around.
Now, do you play, or do you just collect for the models? Like, do you do like the painting in the modeling, or do you like actually play?
I do all. Well, I used to do all aspects of it. I don't really much anymore because I'm busy with broadcasting.
yeah. Of course.
This has become my mainstay hobby instead.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I used to paint, sculpt, build, construct terrain.
Oh wow.
And then I would go out and I would play the game. That's kind of the part I was not good at, is play the actual game.
Oh really? I mean, it's pretty intense, right? I've never played it personally myself. It seems like a huge barrier of entry to get into it.
Yeah. Like I have a fairly extensive army, but I built that up over like a period of like 15 years. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, it is a big barrier of entry. There's a reason they call it plastic crack.
Yeah, it's the same. Okay, my vice was Magic the Gathering, and we called that cardboard crack.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. Yeah,
it's very much in the same vein.
Yeah. Wait, so somebody said good at art, not good at the game. Yeah, that's Cav. Yep.
I feel like I've been called out.
What is?
No, you're absolutely right. I'm terrible at the game. I'm notorious amongst anybody that I play tabletop with, or any sort of game like that with. They're just like, Cab, you have horrible luck with dice, and I'm just like, yes, I know.
What is okay for the complete layman like myself? What is a game of Warhammer 40K look like? Maybe some people don't know. I have no idea. You just set up on a table. Is it like D&D or what the fuck? I've always been curious about it, but I have no idea how it works.
So the game itself is broken down into several phases. I haven't played in a while, so things have changed a little bit, but the basic gist of it is generally you will have a 6x4 table that has some sort of terrain on it. It could be aquarium terrain, it could be Coke cans, stuff like that, whatever.
Cool.
Something to just generate cover or block line of sight across the battlefield. You put your models on the table in certain zones that are set out within a rulebook, and then you go through various phases. And it's the first, you roll off to see who goes first, and you get like movement phase. Now there's something called the command phase where you have like special orders, and then you have like shooting phase, and then you have what's called the assault phase, which is where you charge into glorious combat in the far-flung future.
That sounds pretty good.
And then I think after all that you have the morale phase or something like that, where it's like, we were obliterated in combat, we're now scared and we've run away.
Okay.
And then the next person goes. And that's basically the gist of it. And it's just like you're moving around, you like have a measuring tape, different models have different amounts that they can move, and yeah.
Great.
I enjoy it because of the hobby aspect. I'm a hobbyist.
Yeah.
My hands to be busy.
Yeah, the collecting and the assembling and all that.
Yeah, that's the big fun for me.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Somebody said it's like an RTS, but not real time, and you roll dice as RNG for attack and defense.
Very much so. That's a very apt description. They condensed it much better than I did.
Okay. No, that sounds fun. Is it like in terms of actual gameplay? Like let's say I went over to your house and you had everything set up. Like you had the pieces, you had the board or the table. Would I be able to go in there with no knowledge of how the game works? Would I be able to go in there and like play with you like that day?
I think if you had somebody who knew what they were doing and was like genuinely interested and not just raffle stomping a new kid on the block and actually wanted to educate somebody in the game, absolutely.
Okay.
It looks intimidating at first, and like there's math, but it's not that hard. They actually have smaller, kind of in the same vein games that are called like Kill Team.
Oh,
Which
okay.
is instead of like I have 150 guys on the table, you're like I have 5 dudes. And that is kind of more my realm nowadays. Like, oh, play Kill Team game, and like you play it with friends over time.
Somebody said if you have the models in 5 free hours, you can easily play. How long is it? Really fucking 5 hours? How long is it, man? Holy shit.
Depends on the side. I've played games that have gone on for like an entire week before.
Oh my god. That sounds fucking amazing though. That sounds cool.
It is. That game was the type of game that's called Apocalypse, which is no holds barred, bring everything you got.
Hell
and
yeah.
generally pushing multiple tables together.
Oh,
it's wild.
how many people like play at the same time?
The one that I played in, I think we had about 8 people playing, and we had like 2 different sides, and then we had the store owner of the hobby shop we were playing in basically came in with his big Tyranid army, which is basically, have you ever seen the movie Aliens?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Tyranids are like xenomorphs.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mixed with StarCraft Zerg.
Oh,
and it's
sick.
just basically came in with this like, a new player has arrived. And we're
Oh,
just like,
that's awesome. Oh, cool, dude. Have you ever started a game of Warhammer and like with a few of your buddies? Have you ever started to hate somebody like throughout the game? Like, have you ever been like, man, we started off as friends, but now you're like, I kind of want to kill this guy IRL? Because that happens in Magic to me all the time, man.
I'm gonna take this big white metal dreadnought and put it in a socket.
Yeah,
Catch this guy in the parking lot.
like did you ever?
Absolutely. Like I'm not gonna say that. I am some transcendent gamer who is rised above, but no, I've gotten absolutely furious at games.
Yeah, dude. Like you start thinking like, man, the world would be better with this guy not around, something like that. I don't know. I've never played, so
it can be for a number of factors. Like you get some people that are just like they're really toxic players, and you're just like,
yeah,
I'm so done with your crap. Just move on to the next turn.
That's awesome.
Or some people that just like whine about the rule set, whatever, and it's just like, and you just try and move on. But some folks, it's like you're just like slowly putting metal pieces into a sock, and you're just starting to spin it around at high speed. You're just like, roll the dice now.
Oh man, yeah, I can see that happening, man. That happens with like I played Risk before, or have you ever played HeroScape? I feel like HeroScape is like baby's first Warhammer.
I have played HeroScape, but like Risk unlocked like a core memory of pure unfiltered rage.
Oh yeah, I almost went to jail after a Risk game one time, man.
What?
Yeah, almost killed a guy.
I have questions. I'm not sure if I want them answered.
Listen, dude, don't come into Australia when I have the frontline forces to defend Australia, okay? What do you want down there, dude? There's nothing down here. Just let me keep it. It's like 2 extra pieces a turn.
I've got snakes and spiders. Just let me have that.
Yeah, man. Now, is Warhammer, is that, I could see it being the type of game where it, not only is there a huge like entry to play in terms of knowledge, but is it like super expensive as well? That's kind of my image of it.
Oh yeah, no, it's terribly expensive. The company that actually runs the entire thing, Games Workshop, they're just like, we've made these for like 2 cents on the dollar. You're now going to pay $50 for this model.
Oh my god, yeah, because it's all plastic pieces. I'm sure it makes like it takes them no money to fucking make it, and then they just up the price.
Yeah, it's very much it's a boutique game. I have too much time. I have too much money and not enough common sense.
Oh man. So if you don't mind me asking, if I ask anything that you don't want to answer, if it's too personal, just go ahead and say, not a big deal. But are you doing VTubing and stuff full time now? Like, is that why you have so much free time for your hobbies and stuff? I guess like how much are you putting into VTubing these days, and when did you start VTubing?
So, I actually started VTubing. I just recently celebrated my 1-year anniversary here on Twitch. I started technically adopting a model, adopting the voice, adopting the persona, everything like that. I think February of 2021
Okay.
is when I started, but I didn't start streaming until I started streaming. Hold on, wait, May of last year, but I went solely to Twitch in June of last year.
Okay.
Hit affiliate, hit partner in October.
Nice.
And I've been doing this ever since. I was creating content on YouTube for like a year before that.
Oh, really? What were you doing, if you don't mind? Unless it's something separate you don't want to say.
No, it's all on my YouTube channel. I was a Minecraft Let's Player.
Oh! Cat's out of the bag. Wow, that is like probably the last thing after seeing you. That is the last thing I ever would have expected in the best way possible. Holy shit.
I like block game.
Well, it's so fitting that that's how I first met you when I was playing Minecraft.
I enjoy Minecraft streams. They're very cozy, they're very fun, but there's a lot of room for chaos.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was on YouTube before I started streaming, and I didn't have the voice. I just talk like this, like I just use my normal voice. So,
Well, so is it hard for you to stream like full time using your cab voice?
Nope.
No.
I've been voice acting on and off in the haunted house industry for about 10 years.
The haunted house industry?
Yes, it's a small scale side of the horror industry. Sometimes you have some crossover with certain personnel in the media in the actual movie horror industry. I've done work with I've done convention work for like Steve Dash, CJ Graham, both of who played Jason Voorhees in Part 2 and Part 6.
What?
I did work for Tony Todd for one of his convention appearances. I think it was in Chicago or something like that. I made a hook that he was using during a photo shoot.
What? Oh, you made a hook?
So,
what do you mean?
So if you're not familiar with the movie Candyman.
Oh yeah, Candyman. Yeah.
Yeah. So Tony Todd was the original actor who played Candyman.
Okay.
So he had a photo shoot, and he was like, I need a fake hook. And I had somebody contact me. They were like, hey, Cab, you do props? And I was like, yes. And like, Tony Todd needs a hook for this convention experience. How fast can you get it done? And can you send it to Chicago? And I was like, yeah, sure.
That is insane.
Made it out of foam, very, like fiberglass, everything like that.
Yeah.
Painted it up, airbrushed it up, stick it in the mail, sent it off to Chicago for Tony Todd. I got a picture back of him acting like he was killing Alice Cooper with it.
No shit.
Signed by both of them.
That is so cool. Wait, so you make props as well?
Yeah, that was actually before I got into VTubing and broadcasting. Before the big C covered the globe.
Yeah.
I ran a small business making props, costuming, and everything like that for places and companies all over North America.
What?
I mainly catered to the LARP scene.
Okay, cool.
And so, but I also did stuff like cosplays, and people could order stuff online.
No way. Do you still do that? Sorry. Go ahead. No, not anymore.
You're absolutely fine. No, the Big C put a kibosh on that.
Gotcha.
Because nobody's going to conventions, nobody's going to LARPs, and I was like, my business is now defunct.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that were in that same situation, man. Most everyone's, small private businesses, independent businesses, like, it's a damn shame. Well, I mean, things are picking up now. I mean, we have AX this week. Would you consider picking it back up?
Not really. Like, it was fun while I did it, but the fact of the matter is that like this is what fuels me creatively. So I left the haunt industry because I am physically disabled and I couldn't keep haunting.
Of course. I see.
So when that happened, I kind of like had to hang up my mask and everything like that. And basically, this has kind of become an extension of that.
Yeah,
I get to go on and put my mask on. Nobody cared about who I was until I put on a mask.
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of it, man. I was kind of talking about this on stream the other day. You have such an insane outlet, and that's kind of what drew me to VTubing as well, as opposed to like flesh streaming. Is like, you can get lost in the character so much easier. You can be more creative with the limitation of just being an animated character, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, it makes perfect sense. It's the great thing about this entire medium is that, like any preconceived notions that people might have about us based on our appearance or based on our physical states, or the way we carry ourselves, or the way we do any of that, is through the medium of VTubing instantly set aside. And you now have this avenue to be truly who you are and who you want to be and present to the world, and it is liberating on so many levels, and I'm so glad it's such a thing.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's so easy when you go on Twitch and you see a flesh streamer. I mean, naturally, just as a human trait of being, in society, you see someone and the first thing you do is judge them. You look how they look. You develop an idea of them just based on their appearance. And with VTubing, it erases all of that. So as a streamer as well, you don't worry about that because it's not a part of your stream. You're simply just the voice and the character, and it gets rid of anything that has to do with, prior judgments or anything like that, or preconceived notions about how you look, and you can just get absorbed into everything. And
absolutely,
it's nice hearing somebody else say that. I've heard some other VTubers say that as well, but I feel like you really take that to heart.
Because it's something that I deal with. I don't know how okay you are with me getting too personal, but
whatever you want, man.
I'm a disabled vet. I was born fully able-bodied, everything like that. I lived that way for like 20 plus years. But through time, about a decade in military service,
you're in the military.
I became severely physically handicapped. I'm partially paralyzed in my right leg. My spine is absolutely shot. My shoulders are ruined. If I were to use a webcam or something like that, anytime I get up, I'm going to walk with a noticeable limp. I look sick because like my physical health is not that great because my sleep has been absolutely destroyed by the psychological impacts of a decade of military service as well. And so like I don't have to deal with any of that. I can just be I'm a spooky purple clown on the internet, and people accept me for that.
Definitely.
And they get to know me, not who they perceive me to be.
Of course.
And so that is it lets me put on the show that I want to put on and have the good time that I want to with all of the real world baggage.
Of course.
So it's magnificent. I have to take a breath because we're talking about content. I'm getting excited, and that's kind of my jam. And I'm
No, of course, man. Well, thank you for sharing that, and I have nothing but respect, dude. And thank you for your service. I'm a huge. My dad was in the military as well. What branch did you serve in, if you don't mind me asking? And you don't have to answer if that's too much.
I was Army. I was a grunt.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing that and for your service as well. And I'm fucking so thankful that you have this now, like this amazing outlet for your creativity, and the fact that technology has come this far in the VTubing space that allows you to do so much and be the character you want to be without all the other fucking dumbass shit that this world comes with.
Yes, and I'm so glad that other people have it as well. It's taken so many folks that may have otherwise been like, nah, streaming isn't really for me, and let them break into this and like do this, and it's changed like the concept of VTubing and becoming more popular has changed so many lives and brought so many individuals to the forefront of audiences that they may otherwise have never encountered. Like I know, like you, for example, you were like, I'm gonna do music, and And now look at you. Like it was said earlier, but look how far you've come.
Thanks, man.
It's astounding. You're magnificent. You go out and you provide this amazing experience, and it is wonderful to see it. Like people just like, I'm going to tune in for Aethel. Why? Because Aethel has good music. I enjoy him, and his smile and his laugh and his shenanigans, and it's just like,
Stop. Thanks, man.
Oh.
No, I appreciate that, and it's really nice to meet somebody that's completely like-minded, you know, that enjoys this for the barriers and the walls that they take down through being a fucking character. Like it's the most liberating thing to come on and speak to so many people from this animated piece of art. It's so hard to put it into words, but being able to do this I know you're a creative person as well. You're kind of rooted in your creativity. You could spend 2 minutes on your stream, 30 seconds on your stream, and see how creative you are. To have this outlet for that, it makes me so happy, obviously for myself, selfishly, but to see other people that are similar in that mindset, similar in their creativity, to have something like this, it's magical. I feel so lucky that we're alive at this time, in this moment, with this technology. It's incredible. So
yes,
I'm so happy for you, man. You know,
and it's not selfish. It's something that makes your soul create, you know, in a creative manner, and lets you know be creatively fulfilled. That's one of the best feelings that you can ever have, is to be creatively fulfilled.
Definitely.
You're probably gonna get a lot of people in chat like, I'm not creative. No, you just haven't found what you're passionate about yet.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's you'd be surprised. And I always like to think, somebody told me when I first started making music that limitation breeds creativity. So a lot of things that you think you might be limited in, like maybe you're a really shitty artist, but you have to work around that to be creative in the art that you make, if that makes sense. There's a lot of things that you think are maybe negative or limitations, but they make you more creative because you have to find them. You have to find the workaround for that.
Oh, absolutely. Adversity is the mother of what is it? Adversity is the mother of ingenuity.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
or
definitely.
Necessity or something like that.
Something like that, definitely.
People are just innately, you know, able to find ways to work around things, and once you find it and you're like, oh, I can do it like this. Like you're kind of just like, it fuels you in a certain aspect where you're just like, I figured out how to do it, and now you just go.
Yeah, definitely. Now, what exactly got you into VTubing? Was there a streamer or like a content creator that got you into the medium of VTubing, or what was the spark, I guess?
So I've told this story on stream before. I've been creating content for a while, and I was just kind of like, a voice from the void. There was no cam or anything like that. And I was like, I kind of want to stream, but I feel like when you stream, you lose out on a certain aspect of interaction when you don't have like some way to engage with the audience on a personable level. Like you could be a voice from the void and everything like that, but unless you've got really, really just good engaging voice, I would even dare to say natural charisma, that could be hard. I feel like you lose out on something special. So I was just like, what if I used like an animated avatar or something like that? And at this point in time, I had no idea what VTubing was.
Okay, hell yeah.
I had the Adobe suite of applications, and they have something on there called Adobe Animator. I was like, oh, this is kind of what I want to do. You can track you through a webcam, and you can use an animated avatar.
Oh.
And I went and looked, and I'm like, but I don't know how to do this. I wonder if I could pay somebody to do this. And so I went looking, and it was just like, I was like, Adobe character animator avatar commission, and Google was just like VTuber. I'm like, what is a VTuber? And I finally got tired of. I was like, fine. I guess I'll try and be a VTuber. Let me see what a VTuber is. And I went on YouTube, and I was like, I don't know, like funny V. I forget what I typed exactly. I was something VTuber, and it was mouse that popped up.
No way, really?
Yes.
No shit.
And I think this was like when her like whole Kuliki Taka had popped off.
Oh yeah, that
and, like,
video.
she
Yeah,
was- yeah, into the atmosphere. And I'm watching her go around on screen. I'm like, how is this woman putting that much energy in with an animated avatar? I'm just like, this is amazing.
Hell yeah.
It's so I at that point, like basically Mouse picked me up by the scruff of my neck and threw me down the rabbit hole, and I was like, I guess this is where I live
No
now.
way.
My recommendeds have never been the same. I started to research on it, and I was like, okay, well, like I'm seeing a lot of, I see, like Mouse, I see Nyan, I saw, Snuffy, Haruka.
Yeah.
I was seeing the Hololive girls.
Yeah.
And everything like that. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, like, anime is not really my thing. Like, I enjoy anime, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, it's not really my thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, are there any people who like a Western comic VTuber? What about a horror VTuber? Is that a thing? And I found somebody who was.
Oh,
and
no
their name
way.
is Mimika Morph, and they're a Japanese VTuber who is all tentacles and booba teeth.
What?
And,
Wait,
I was like,
are they on YouTube or Twitch?
They are on YouTube. They're on YouTube. They do horror movie reviews. They also live stream on YouTube. They've started putting subtitles on their content as well.
Oh, nice.
But I saw them and I was like, that's it. I could be a horror VTuber. I was like, but how would I do that? And then it hit me like a sock with an old metal dreadnought in it, and it was like I was accosted in a parking lot by this idea. I was just like, what about the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt?
Oh yeah.
What if something like that? And I was just like, I could be a horror host VTuber. And
Yeah.
that was kind of, it all kind of clicked into place from there. I found an absolutely amazing artist who helped me work out the concept, who helped me nail everything down. I started out as Live 2D, and I just kind of took it and I just ran with it. And I've been at it for over a year now.
Yeah, over a year,
like
you said.
that.
Yeah. Oh man. That's what I was first drawn to your model was, I love anime. Like I grew up as a weeb, and I fucking lived the weeb fantasy and lived in Japan for a while. And so, I mean, I'm biased. I like the anime aspect of VTubing for sure. But as I've gotten older, I haven't watched as much anime. We kind of grow out of things, but
yeah, you get busy, life, work, everything like that. You just you get it where you can.
Yeah, and so when I first got into VTubing, there's hundreds and hundreds of VTubers that are have the anime aesthetic, and it's great and it looks cool, but I've never seen a model like yours. Like it stood out to me so much. I'm weird. I always found the Crypt Keeper like so comforting in the weirdest way. Like it used to be one of my favorite programs, and I don't know how to describe it, but it's oddly comforting because you're about to watch something scary, but it like goes back to the main screen and you have the Crypt Keeper there kind of walking you through it, preparing you for it. And I always found that it's funny you said that was an inspiration for you, because I kind of got that vibe from watching you the first time I saw you.
So with my history in the horror industry and everything like that, I've done a lot of, like, one of the things you have to learn if you're in the horror industry long enough is the psychology of fear and why people like scary things.
Oh yeah.
And one of the things is, like at the end of the day, society, civilization, our technological progress set aside, we are hyper intelligent, anxiety ridden apes. And,
hell yeah.
If anybody
that's
knows
me,
where that is
dude.
from.
Hell yeah.
We're essentially anxiety ridden monkeys.
Yeah, I'll
we're
say.
animals. And the thing is like, even though we have evolved into like what the species that we are, we have animalistic instincts and urges, and one of those is to get away from things that we find dangerous. However, in the socioeconomic climate that we live in today, we're bombarded by things that you can't run away from, you can't escape. It's not like I'm being chased by a tiger that jumped out of a bush.
Yeah,
I've gotten
yeah.
away from the tiger. And it's like, no, it's just like I should pay my taxes, or an accountant with a gun might show up. It's these overarching things, and they're just like they are these nebulous things that overhang our lives, and you can't escape them. And so, like innately, you have this buildup of stress, this buildup of anxiety. The great thing about horror movies, about haunted houses, and things like this is we can experience fear in a safe and comforting environment that is completely within our control. So you can get that rush of the anxiety buildup, and then the release. And then, and the entire time, you know that you're okay. And that's why you'll see a lot of people, they come out of a horror movie, they come out of a haunted house, and they're just ear to ear grin.
Because they survived. They got through it.
You survived. You feel empowered. You get like this rush and like this moment of clarity, and everything just kind of seems smaller and, like set to the side for a moment. You're just like, whoo, I survived. I'm kind of awesome. Look at me.
Yeah, it's almost like you went to battle and you came out alive, so it's something almost to celebrate in a way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fascinating.
It is. People are intensely fascinating.
So you've just always been into like anything, like the complete horror aesthetic. That's always been like your biggest thing, your biggest like I guess like in terms of like consuming media, that's been like your top, your pinnacle of what you think is the best content, or what you align yourself with the most.
Yeah, I would say, align myself with the most is a more apt description. I don't like to call things the best or anything like that. But it's something that just kind of it clicks with me. And I feel like it clicks with a lot of folks because of like certain things they have to deal with in their lives or whatever. And it's this kind of like it's this exploration and kind of like coming to terms with the darker side of things, and it's live my best spooky life. But yeah,
bitch.
Like I am big into horror. I am into like goth subculture. I am into the darker side of music.
Hell yeah.
Like my kind of starting off point was actually, funnily enough, we talked about anime. My starting off point with liking horror was Berserk.
Oh, no way.
I got introduced to Berserk, I think years and years ago. And that was kind of, I was like, oh, what is this? And it's like, it's dark fantasy. And I went like the dark fantasy rabbit hole, and I was like, oh, well, there's horror in dark fantasy. And I was like, oh, what about horror?
Yeah.
I have a problem.
No, that's a fucking amazing entry point into anime and in manga, I think. Especially if you're into fantasy. So do you have like, I mean, I'm just like you. I'm so fascinated by the darker side of life. It's a weird obsession I have. I think what you said.
What kills you? It's not weird.
Yeah. What you said, like it is kind of like going to battle and coming out, and you feel that sense of almost like accomplishment for surviving. I think I'm almost addicted to that in a way. I'm a huge horror buff. Do you have like? For me, I was a weird kid, man. Whenever we would go to Blockbuster, I would obsess over the horror titles, and like I would scare myself by looking at the jackets, or not the what do you call it? The jackets is what they say in Japan. What the hell do you call like the movie the cover? Yeah, the covers. I was like, no jacket. I'm like, that sounds about right. It is like a jacket. Like, oh. Yeah, that's what they call like CD covers and stuff. They call them jackets. The VHS jackets, is that what you call VHS covers? Were they called jackets? Maybe that's where they got it from.
Sleeves? No, I mean like the regular like
sleeves, yeah,
but like
yeah.
Blockbuster had like the cases.
Yeah.
Steal my VHS, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna stuff it in my Jinko jeans back pocket because that's the only way it'll fit.
Take my Heelys and fucking wheel away.
Escape my feelies.
my Heelys are a vessel for my feelings. Now, is there like, I was weird. I would obsess over like movie covers and try and find the scariest shit possible at Blockbuster. Do you have a moment where you kind of like realize, man, horror is sick? like this is what I'm into? Is there a movie or is there a cover you saw somewhere? What was that thing that kind of like sunk its teeth into you?
Funnily enough, I think it was, and this is calling back to before, I think it was Tales from the Crypt, because I have a vivid memory of being small babu cultist. And you know, I'm in the living room, and like Dad Ball is in there as well, and like they're watching. I think he's watching like HBO or something, like whatever the network Tales from the Crypt was on. And I remember the intro to Tales from the Crypt coming on. It's like that, and I'm just like, oh. And like it's just going through this haunted mansion, and then like the Crypt Keeper pops up, and that is forever seared into my like frontal lobe. And that laugh, that just, I think that was the point where I was like, oh, I should be watching this. I'm small, but at the same time, I was just like, I was entranced, and I had nightmares that night, but worth it.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's awesome. It's kind of crazy how those like theme songs get it's almost like a Pavlovian response to like, okay, you're about to get scared, like it's happening, it's coming, it's about to pop off.
Yeah, like you'll hear it in the what is it, like the more iconic ones is the is like the Halloween movies or the Friday the 13th movies. Like you hear the, you know, the
yeah
and you're just like, oh,
it sparks something.
To go poorly for everyone involved.
Man, this is kind of embarrassing, but you know what that was for me, and this is so embarrassing. This might shock you, but my introduction to horror, and I think my first horror Pavlovian response to music, Goosebumps.
Not embarrassing in the least. That was massively constructed title tune. It absolutely was.
It still holds up, man.
It does. And like, even with like, if you look at the media of it, like I remember, like the part I remember the most is like, we've got the dog sitting on the porch, and then it like puts on like the crappily done edit of the glowing eyes.
The glowy eyes, oh. Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh,
dude. And the fucking the G just like floating everywhere and like going all over the grass hills, and
everywhere it touches just goes bad. You're just like, ugh.
Yes. And the files from the briefcase just spewing out everywhere. And that music is just, I mean, so haunting. You know that something is about to happen.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I will say, I actually just recently watched Goosebumps. Man, I got sick with COVID last week. And
I remember you posted about the test. You were just like, matching COVID test. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I
was
watched.
Hoping you guys wouldn't get too bad of a run of it.
Yeah, I think we're finally getting better now, thankfully.
Nice.
But we rewatched the Welcome to Horrorland episode of Goosebumps. It's like a 2-part. Oh. It still holds up. I mean, it's been, I don't know how many years, but I booted it up and I was enthralled. I couldn't believe that I was watching that shit as a kid. It was, it's still good. Like, it's still good. And I think those memories are so deeply rooted in me. And I think I know it was the reason that I got into horror.
Yeah. I saw what it was. It was Enigmatic Vixen in the chat, and it's like, yes. Are you afraid of the dark? Are you afraid of the dark? And the Midnight Society.
Oh,
like
my
they're sitting around the campfire, and they throw that powder onto the fire, and they go into some of those stories. Like, look, Goosebumps was good, but Are You Afraid of the Dark? Some of those stories legitimately terrifying.
Too scary. It was too scary for me. Goosebumps was like baby mode horror, and Are You Afraid of the Dark was legitimately scary.
Yeah, I watched a documentary about it on YouTube the other day, where like they were talking about like, Are You Afraid of the Dark? And like how like some kids today, you know, they were kids then, but now they're, you know, adults, and they're just like, you know, like this permanently affected me on like a deep psychological level, and like now I love horror because like this episode was terrifying.
Yeah,
and it's funny how like Are You Afraid of the Dark affected that many people, and how Goosebumps affected that many people, and just I don't know. I love horror. Horror is great. It's a magnificent medium. It appeals to so many different people with all the different genres.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's a question for you, Ethel.
What's up, man?
What's your favorite subgenre of horror?
Oh my god. Probably like gay vampires, like Interview with the Vampire. Is that a subgenre?
I sure, why not?
I don't know. I think that shit's cool.
And I instantly just thought of like the sax man on the beach with his spandex pants and the chains around his waist, and I'm just like, you know, I can appreciate some Lost Boys.
Yeah, Lost Boys. Yeah, hell yeah, all that stuff, man. My favorite sub. You go first. What's your favorite?
Body horror.
Okay.
Body horror with a large emphasis on cosmic horror.
Oh shit! When you say body horror, are you talking about like Hostel or like Saw or? I'm
talking about. Well, I mean, Hostel was kind of I like to call yeah, that can essentially be body horror in a sense, but that's kind of like more along the lines of like torture porn.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's like I'm talking body horror like The Thing. What is it?
Okay. Like Junji Ito.
Yeah. Oh yes, I love Junji Ito.
Okay.
This hole was made for me, Chad. This is my hole. At the end, you just hear durr, durr, durr.
Wait, so body horror means like almost like a transformation. Is that the definition of body horror?
I don't quite remember the definition of it, but essentially it's the twisting and malformation of the human body, often into alien or grotesque forms. One of the big things with body horror that I particularly like it in cosmic horror is that it twists the human form into something that is like, it's like, oh, this is a mangled corpse. It's like in Dead Space, for example. Dead Space is a perfect example of body horror.
Okay.
Like if you saw one of the dead, what are they called? Necromorphs. You're just like, oh, well, that looks screwed up. But that thing is up and around and moving. You're just like,
yeah.
No!
Where it still has like some human characteristics, but it's like so brutally morphed that it's almost unrecognizable.
That is something about that tickles my creative side of my brain, and I'm just like, there's an autistic bent to it.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, oh.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's limitless with the alterations and modifications that you can do to the human body. I mean, you can mix in so many different animals, so many different things into someone. So like, it's limitless, honestly.
Yes, absolutely. It's something I've worked into, like my own facade as a VTuber as well.
Oh yeah.
So essentially, I serve the Eldritch Gods of Gaming, which are
hell yeah.
Who are cosmic extra-dimensional beings. Essentially, every time like you play a video game and you get a little bit too immersed, you feel like it's another world, like you're staring through a window into an alternate reality.
Definitely.
You might be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh my god.
So essentially, the gaming gods have crafted all of these realities for their own eerie entertainment, and they're just like, oh, look, the human's little reality, but we can't get in there yet. So let's give them little gifts. Give them little gifts that they can use to peer into our realms and enjoy our works. And that's why we have the console wars. It's the various cults that are warring. But anyways, so I work for the gaming gods. I unfortunately got swindled into a contract, and occasionally I get yeeted into a game world. And they're just like, dance, Purple Man, dance. And I'm just like, I'm literally a level 1 cultist. What do you want? And then I proceed to die horribly. And they're like, haha, that was funny. Let's see him do it again. Every time I get brought back, I get changed a little bit. And that's why now I have the pallor of copy paper and these various eldritch accoutrements. And I have to keep my face covered because otherwise it would drive people mad.
Oh yeah, what do you?
So yeah,
what do you have under your?
Just a dude. Now I'm yeah.
Sorry,
I love body horror.
Sorry if this is crossing the line, but what do you have under your mask, man?
A luscious head of hair of which no mortal mind could comprehend.
Can I not ask that? Is that not? Is that against? You don't want to see it? Am I
The
canceled?
robe stays on, Aethel.
Oh shit. Now, how do you? If you don't mind me asking too, how do you brush your teeth? Because I'm noticing like an unbelievable glow coming from your mouth. Do you just chew on some uranium, or how do you brush your teeth before bed?
Do you not just just grow new ones?
I used to when I was like a kid. Well, I got bit by a vampire at some point in my life. I don't even remember. So I grew these fangs, if you can see. I lost my old ones and they regrew, so maybe I have the capability now, but I do brush them every night. I just use like Colgate. If you ever heard of Colgate.
I like Sensodyne. I've got.
Oh, you use Sensodyne?
Like like even if they're they're only there for a little bit, like you keep them a little bit brushed. The weird thing is when I have to is like getting like the really tiny ones like on my tongue. Like getting those ones are those are a pain because like they're always trying to like I can't control those ones. They always try to like bite the toothbrush. I go through so many toothbrushes. I can't even use the electric one because like the bits on those are so expensive and they get ruined so quick. And I'm just like, and that's not even talking about like the various other like tooth orifices. It's wild. I would not suggest working for eldritch deities.
Yeah, dude. So you got tooth on your tongues. You got more than one tongue?
I haven't checked recently. I might.
Oh man. Well, yeah, I'm a huge fan of like Eldritch Horror and Cosmic Horror. Do you have a favorite like movie that falls into that category? Anything you can recommend to the people?
Event Horizon.
Oh fuck yes, dude! Yes. I don't understand why people shit on that movie. It's so fucking good, man.
Because they're just like, this is the most high quality script and effect. Like, no, this is great. This is magnificent practical effects. It's great cinematography. It is a wonderful story. It's possibly a precursor to Warhammer 40,000. I refuse to be told otherwise.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Somebody else just said it. Dark Age of Technology Warhammer. What does that mean?
So, do you know anything about the warp and Warhammer 40k?
I don't know any lore from Warhammer. I'm so sorry, man.
So no, don't be sorry. You might have saved yourself the trouble.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing, to be honest.
I'm about to curse you with this knowledge. And
okay, all
like,
right.
Hey, Hazel, let me ask you about 40k now. You're just like, stop.
This is like a good pickup line, man.
In hey baby, you want to hear about Warhammer 40,000?
It's like the meme.
Instantly on the floor.
It's like the meme of that dude at the baseball game, just like right in the girl's face. Like, so this is the warp, baby. You ever seen Event Horizon? All right, sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
No, you're perfectly fine. So essentially, the way that humanity gets around space, so they don't have faster than light travel. So they're not just like, we can just like bend space and instantly be somewhere. No, other places have that, but we human beings are dumb. No, we were just like, we can't figure out faster than light travel. Okay, what's the next best option? What if we tear a hole into the psychic dimension that is essentially hell and travel through it, protected by special force fields, which if they fall down, our ship are invaded by demons and everybody's driven mad? What if we do that instead? And somebody was just like, ship it. There you go.
That makes sense.
And so that is, essentially, Event Horizon is, we're trying to do faster than light travel. What did they actually do? They accidentally tore a hole into hell. And yeah, so the ship comes back out through that, and they're just like, why is everything weird? The ship was in hell, literal hell. And so people just like, it's a precursor to 40k.
Oh, dude, that sounds like Minecraft.
Yeah, sort of, kind of.
Like the building, like portal. Yeah, nether portals.
Yeah. Essentially, they made like a cosmic nether portal, and like, we're going to fly an entire ship through this. And the area is filled with modded nether mobs.
Whoa.
And we regret everything.
Holy shit. I never would have made that connection between, I don't know anything about Warhammer, but I've been such a fan of Event Horizon for the longest time. I never would have made that connection.
It's a good movie. Like as far as cosmic horror after that, there's a movie called The Void, which I think handles cosmic horror very well.
The Void was
Yes.
awesome. I love The Void.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cosmic horror is kind of weird to do because like the entire concept of it is that like like there are things beyond our minds and comprehension, which essentially makes humanity a cosmic speck of dust.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like it's hard to portray that.
Yeah, that's like classic Lovecraft.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen The Color Out of Space, right?
No, actually.
You haven't?
I keep meaning to watch it and I just never do.
Oh man, I've
heard good things about it.
It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it if you're into that stuff. It's worth it. Like it's I mean that was like I think a really old Lovecraft story, if I'm not mistaken. The Color Out of Space. That was
I believe it was. No, wait, was it Lovecraft? Was it? No, I'm thinking of King in Yellow. I was thinking Robert W. Chambers. I was thinking of the King in Yellow.
Yeah. I'm like 90% sure it was. I've never read it. I'm more into the sea shanties of Lovecraft, like Dogen or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good, man. It's worth it if you're into that sort of aesthetic and that sort of subgenre of horror. I think it's worth it. Now, does Nicolas Cage make the movie better with his acting? You'll see. You'll see.
Is he acting or is he Nicolas Cage?
It is basically Nicolas Cage in a fucking Lovecraftian horror movie. It is so off-putting. It makes no sense at all. But
I love that man so much.
It works. It works, man. It works. It works.
He's just doing his best. He's just like he's like this. At this point, I've made my millions. Just put me in a movie so I could get a paycheck every once in a while. I want to do what I want.
Yeah, it's worth it, man. It's a good time. I really liked it. I've watched so many like B horror movies that I don't have. It takes a lot for me to say that a movie's bad.
B horror movies are. Honestly, like B horror movies are some of the best, and like can wind up as like pun completely intended cult classics.
Yeah.
Now then you go into like like the C horror movies and stuff like it's like, oh, he's like they're running away from the monster and the boom mic has dipped into the frame and you're just like, oh my god. That was debatable, but no, I love a good B horror movie. Especially like one that just doesn't take itself super seriously. Like it knows what it is. It's like, oh yeah, no, we're campy. We know what we are. I have a great love for Evil Dead. Like,
oh fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, of course.
Campy throughout. It knows what it's about. But the practical effects and just the storytelling of it is just like, mwah, chef's kiss.
Beautiful. Yeah, man. I'm trying to think of other subgenre. You know what? Now that you say it, like cosmic horror and stuff, I'm obsessed with anything that has to do with space. I think space is like the scariest thing. And from space, I think aliens are so much more scary than like ghosts or demons, because there is a potential for them to be real, because it is so like, we don't know, there's no way to tell.
No.
So oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna wait till you finish. Like I had a thought pop into my mind, and I was like, oh, I wanted to go on a ramble.
Go.
Oh, I was gonna say like, and that's the entire premise of like like cosmic horror in space and things like that.
Yeah.
Is humanity is this little monkey on an island of ignorance, and around us is this sea of possibilities, and you're just like, what's out there? I don't know. And then like a Leviathan like reaches up out of the water. You're just like, oh, nope. And just look at the sand. Just look at the sand.
Yeah, it's.
I get it.
It's hard to like. Aliens to me are so fucking scary because we don't know that they exist, and I feel like once we know they exist, it's too late.
Like it's just like you're just like, man, I hope they're peaceful.
Yeah, once they come, and who knows how they're gonna come, like what form they're gonna be and how powerful they're gonna be and what technology they have. It is a constant threat that we just don't know. When is it happening, man? You know what was one of the scariest alien movies I've ever seen, and I don't know if you've seen it. I've talked about it on stream before, but this is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. And I think they did Aliens so well in such a fucking horrifying way. There's a movie with Scarlett Johansson called Under the Skin. I don't know if you've seen it or not. I know some people here have seen it. We've talked about it before.
It sounds familiar.
It was not like a huge big budget release. You know, honestly, I think it came out in like the late 2010s, like 2014, 2013, something like that. It wasn't a huge release. It's almost kind of like an art house movie, but they did aliens so good in that movie. I don't want to spoil anything, but if you're into like cosmic horror and the mysteries of aliens coming to this world, or if you're just a Scarlett Johansson fan, which is the reason I first watched the movie.
That is completely understandable. She's a very handsome lady.
It is so fucking good, man. It is so good. That's one of my favorite horror movies of all time.
All right, hold on a second. I gotta open up a notepad. I gotta write this down, or else I'm gonna forget.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything that like it's just very unsettling. I don't want to say anything that gives too much of the movie away, but it's a wild ride, man. It's one of my favorites.
I'm definitely giving that one a watch.
Definitely.
I always like something that does cosmic horror well, that does like the concept of like this creeping threat from, you know, like out, you know, from the cosmos. I love a movie that does that well, because it's just it's kind of it's the concept of like, you know, like, oh, we're gonna show the monster, and they're just like, oh, that's a thing.
Yeah, I mean that's a very like visceral horror, which I mean it's almost more of I'm sure that's why you're attracted to cosmic horror as well, because the unknown is way scarier than like actually seeing it right in front of you.
Yes, it's essentially it's a dark playground for the mind.
Yeah. Yeah, what's scarier than being trapped in your own mind with your own thoughts? What's scarier than that, dude? A serial killer? No, dude. Try spending some time with yourself.
Yeah.
Thinking.
Cab, why do you work all the time? Because if I don't, I'm alone with my thoughts, and that's never good.
Yeah, dude, that shit's horrifying. I don't want to be stuck with myself, dude.
No.
Holy shit. Thinking about the intricacies and vastness of the void of outer space. No thanks, man. Damn.
Cab, like me, for real. I'm sorry, Tato.
Dude. Fuck, man. Well, shit, man. It's really fascinating seeing kind of your progression into VTubing and your whole aesthetic and how you got to, I mean, who you are now as a VTuber. And I think you have such a unique creativity and such a unique mind in the VTuber space, and that's why I was so happy you were down to come on Boys Talk as the first guest ever, because I'm such a fan of yours, and I'm gonna sound like Mouse right now, but I want everyone to know about you. So it's such an honor to have you and to hear your story. So thank you, man. Thank you, for real.
Why would you do this to me, Aethel? Oh, oh, dude, like, you have always been kind. You've always been very open. You've always been extremely welcoming. And like, I'm glad, you know, yeah, I think this is the first time we've even like spoken, but like every time we've chatted, you've just been an absolute delight. And like, I'm glad you're somebody I got introduced to through VTubing, because like, you are legit just a good person. And like, I'm a firm believer that when you do good, when you create good, when you put good into the world, it comes back on you. And I would dare say you're a prime example of that.
Oh, thanks, man.
And so like, being invited on, getting to come hang out and, you know, have a good time is, yeah, I was down for it.
Hell yeah.
It's fun. You make an amazing space and have an amazing community. And like, it's, yeah. What's better than to have fun with cool people?
Fuck yeah, man. That's the beauty of all of this, man. It's just meeting so many fun people and so many cool friends.
You get to meet people from all over the world, from all different walks of life, from all different experiences and professions and skill levels, and you're just like, I'm thriving right now.
Yeah, man. So I'm just so thankful, dude. So thank you so much. It's about that time that we actually get into why we're here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you're ready or not. I don't know if you know the general vibe of Boys Talk. Now, this is the first episode ever, so I don't even know, to be honest.
I know you tossed me an idea of what it was going to be, and I'm just like,
yeah, I really just want this to be a place that I can have people that I think are just really interesting content creators, interesting streamers, interesting people to come on and selfishly use it as a means for me to learn more about them and just have a good time on stream.
oh no, you're such a selfish individual. Sharing your platform with people that you enjoy and want to know more about.
Well, yeah.
I can't believe Aethel is a toxic VTuber. I'm writing the tweet longer right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, it gives me an excuse to just have a cool conversation for, on stream and for everyone in the castle to hear as well and listen along. And
It's magnificent. Like, mad respect for it. Go out, live your best life, meet cool people, have a good time. Yes.
yeah.
Fucking thrive, King, thrive.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I just, I'm so thankful for originally having, Mouse having me on her talk show, and I always thought that was such a cool vessel and a cool means to introduce people to others. And
it really is.
As soon as I never expected to have a platform to do that. And now that the castle has grown a little bit, I feel it in my bones that I have to do the same, in undying urge to just have interesting conversations with interesting people. So I'm so thankful, man. So thank you so much for coming by. And the root of Boys Talk, how this all started was I wanted a selfish reason to just have some fun and shoot the shit with a good friend. But this all started with we wanted to have a place where people could ask really fucking weird questions and ask for advice. And
tapping into the innate nature of Twitch chat.
Yeah. I wanted, we were talking about what's scarier than being in the mind of yourself and spending time with yourself. Well, let's go into the mind of a Twitch chatter.
Oh no!
So let's dive deep into the mind of a Twitch chatter and see what kind of problems, what kind of questions they have, and let's see the dynamic of you and me together. What horrible advice could we possibly give them? What insight could we offer? I'm not expecting anything good out of this, I'll be honest.
Oh, we're gonna be delving into some dark places.
Yeah.
I can feel it now. All right.
So the questions are going to be anything like relationship advice. I mean, job advice, general just questions to us. What are our favorite things? I don't know any of these questions. I haven't looked at any yet. I wanted them to be a surprise for me and whoever is on Boys Talk. So we're just going to dive into a few and see. I don't even know if they're Twitch TOS. Oh no! I've counted all my mods to farm through all of the Boys Talk questions. So hopefully they're not TOS, but we do have some good call-in questions from some members of the castle, and we're just gonna try our best, man. We're gonna see what we can do.
All right. Let me limber up. Get the advice. You've got those, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
All right, I'm just checking, make sure.
Okay. Okay, let me go to the Boys Talk section real fast on our Discord. Oh wow. Okay, we have a really cool one. Actually to you and me. Question that applies to Aethel and Kabhaal.
Okay.
Let me see how I can get this. Questions for Aethel and Kabhaal. Okay, cool.
Whoa, this is awesome. Okay, give me 1 second. I wasn't expecting these ones. They're actually videos.
Oh,
Let me download these real fast. These just came in. These are
I was gonna say, if you want, I can throw myself on the Discord as well, and if that'll save you trouble.
let me I think I can upload them to you. Let me see.
Okay.
Cuz the boys talk, like the filtered ones are in a private Discord server.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
So you wouldn't be able to see it. Oh my gosh, this Okay. I'm gonna put it up on my stream real fast. Let me
Okay.
Give me 1 sec. Downloads. Okay. This one is a question for Aethel and Kabhaal. This is from a member of the castle named Delightfully Small.
All right.
There's no audio with this, so I don't know what this is going to be, but Delightfully Small is an old member of the castle, a well-trusted member. I don't know what this video is going to be. If you want, I can send this to you, or if you want to watch it on the stream. Okay.
I've got the stream open. I can watch it. I'll just be a few seconds behind is all.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
This is question 1 from Delightfully Small. Hello to Kabhaal, Milord's beautiful pectorals. I appreciate y'all offering your advice to all of the castle boys. I think you'll be able to give some good answers to my question, which is, I really want to get myself exercising consistently every week. However, when I attempt to actually get started, I lose motivation. Do either of you have advice to stay committed in the... Here, let me pause that real fast. Do either of you have advice to stay committed in the moment? Whatever y'all can offer is more than enough. Thank you both so much. Delightfully Small.
Well, I know you're more versed in the ways of the halls of the gymnasium. I used to be, but you know, I'm held together by duct tape, hopes, and dreams. I can't work out like I used to be able to, which is sad. But if you want to go first, that's perfectly fine. Or I can actually
Yeah, well, I'm curious because you said, you were in the army, and I'm sure you worked out a shit ton in the army, and being disabled now, I mean, to find motivation to move and to work out and to stay healthy, I mean, you have mountains to climb at this point. How do you do it now?
Well, I don't know.
And that's fine too, man. That's fine.
So I've actually one of my things is, and this kind of goes to, just content in general, and is finding, like, look, there are a lot of ways to do things, but not every way is going to be for you. But one of the things I've kind of found that does mostly universally apply to most people is that if you find a way that you enjoy it, then you are more than likely to keep at it and keep practicing at it. And like, not everything can be enjoyable, but like there are like some of the ways I used to like to work out or things like that was I was a big advocate of the old sledgehammer and the tire.
Fuck yeah, brother. Brute strength.
Like, it's just like, I'm just like, what are you doing? I'm just hitting. I'm like, I put on like some hype music. I am ready to go. I am pumped up. I have the protein flowing through my veins.
Dude, I bet when you jack off, you use brawny to clean that shit up, man. Those brawny paper towels, man.
Every time I clean it up, I use a fine grit sandpaper.
Yeah, dude.
Repolish and and
hell yeah.
And restain the table because woodworking is manly.
Yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
But yeah, and like, you know, like you get out there, you've got like your tire and you've got like your sledgehammer and like, you know, yeah, practice, you know, safety. But like you're out there, you're in the moment, and like you feel like some, you know, barbarian berserker on a battlefield, or like some, you know, epic Nordic god of thunder who's, you know, I don't know, like striking down your enemies in the, you know, the final battle of Ragnarok.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
something like that. It's about, I wouldn't say so much it is about finding something that works for you, but finding a way to frame something mentally that makes it engaging and enjoyable. And like, yeah, you know, in my case, to like, one of my things is like I can't run. But, you know, cardio is an important aspect. I can't jump either, because I got one working leg. And if I screw up the knee on that, then well, so like one of the things I do is, you know, I sat down and I set money aside. I now have a rowing machine.
Oh,
And
nice.
I love my rowing machine. That's how I get my cardio in, everything like that. I can't do free weights because of the damage to my joints. So I do a lot of like body weight exercise and stuff like that when I do it. And like maybe over time I can get back into doing free weights, but it's not something that's safe or practical for me. But I find ways that are fun for me, engaging, make me feel good about doing it.
Definitely.
Like next week, I'm going to be putting redeems on my own stream where it's like, hey, we're gonna have, you know, like after the stream and everything, I'm gonna do, you know, I'm gonna like be like, hey, you can like have me do this many squats, this many push-ups, this many whatevers, and like, you know, that's my thing. Like the community holds me accountable for it. And I hold myself accountable because it's something that community has spent points on. And so, you know, and that's a way for me to kind of like move beyond what I'm already doing and be a bit more active, but in a safe manner, because then I can also control, like, you know, so I'm going to start out, be like, yeah, you're going to have me do like 10 squats and 10 like, you know, body weight push-ups every day and everything. And so those I know I can handle, they're within my limits, but I found a way that makes it engaging to me and
there
like
you go.
Keeps me accountable to it. And so, you know, because once the thing is like, you may start out and be like, this isn't really my thing, but once you get into the routine and you do it long enough, like it kind of becomes second nature. And that's when you really start to see progress, because you're already in the routine and you're just like, routines feel good when you accomplish them.
Beautiful, man. Yeah, bro, you have such like, you know, for going through what you've been through and you know, now unfortunately being disabled, you have such an incredible outlook. Like it's oh, sorry, go.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, well, look at it this way. I can either mourn what I have lost and I can live the rest of my life miserable, sad, and upset.
Yeah.
Or I can be like, my circumstances do not dictate my quality of life or my ability to live a fulfilling life.
That's right, man.
Carry on. That's
right.
And it's simple as that.
Yeah. That's an amazing outlook. And I mean, I think you're exactly right. You with working out and finding the motivation, the biggest thing to remember is remembering, first of all, like why do you want to do it? Do you want to live longer? Do you want to look good? And you know, vain reasons is not a bad reason to work out. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with looking good and feeling better. Nothing wrong. But you definitely have to find why. And I think the biggest thing you have to realize with working out and finding motivation is that it is a lifelong commitment. It is not, especially with fitness and anything that has ever mattered that you want to master, it is a lifelong commitment. It is something that you have to practice in order to get better at it. And I always liken working out to learning a language, because I've done both. I've worked out, you know, consistently for a long time, but I've also learned a second language. They are the exact same thing. You are never going to get good at either unless you just stay consistent for a lifetime, God willing. It has to be something that is a part of your schedule. Make it a part of your routine. It takes, I mean, there's like some like bullshit like Jordan Peterson like psychology thing where it's like 21 days to make a routine. I honestly do think that is like somewhat true. Once working out becomes a part of your routine, it hurts more to not do it than to actually go do it because it's in the routine. And humans are meant to be on routines. We love it. We hate change. We don't like switching things up. So I try it for a month, man. You don't have to do it every day. Do it 3 times a week for a month. Make it a part of your routine, and you'll have a much higher chance of it sticking after a month. But you can't go work out and then quit, because then you'll never taste the fruits of what working out can do for you.
Absolutely. And like I will go ahead and say, like, you know, the likening it to a language is it's very apt. Like I also learned a second language, but you know, I stopped speaking it. I stopped living in that environment. And it's just like, you know, it's just like exercise. Like when you stop working out, you lose all of your gains. You lose all your progress. I can't speak German anymore. So, oops.
Yeah. It has to be a lifelong commitment, man. It has to be something you consistently do for a long time. And once you learn that, you can apply it to everything, you know, because I started with working out. That was the first thing I really committed myself to doing on a consistent schedule for a long period of time. And when I first started learning Japanese, when I moved to Japan, I told myself for like the first month, 2 months of learning Japanese that this shit was impossible. This fucking alien language with this like moon writing, like what? There's no way I'm gonna learn this shit, dude. There's no way. But as cheesy as it sounds, man, I kept thinking back, like, you know what? I did this with working out. I had the same exact feeling with working out, that there's no way I'm gonna have a body that, you know, I'm proud of, or like there's no way I'm gonna be getting stronger with my lifts. It feels so distant that you can't really conceptualize it. So I took that same result that I got from working out and plugged it into learning a language, and just thought, okay, just make it a routine and see what happens after a year. See how good I am after a year, because I can't say that this is impossible because I haven't put in the time to do it yet. So we'll see after a year if I'm any better, then I'll fucking quit. And lo and behold, what do you know? I put in consistent effort. I studied every day for a few hours a day, just a little bit each day. And after a year, I was having conversations. I was doing this and that in Japanese. I was recognizing things. Give yourself more time. You need more time to make big changes and see big changes, especially with working out. It just takes time. Give yourself a month. Make it a routine. Don't skip for a month. Don't skip out of that 3 days a week, 4 days a week. You can't skip. Force yourself 1 month and then see how you feel, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's another key thing that I think you've touched on very well, is like, no big change takes time. Learning to do something consistently, or like learning a skill, it takes time. It's something that well, people will come on my stream and they'll be like, you know, well, Cap, you know, like any advice on voice acting? I'm just like, stop, you know, go look up some tutorials, go look up things like this and practice. Because you're not going to get any better unless you practice, and you practice consistently. Because a lot of people, you know, they come in, they're like, oh, Cab, you're really good. I'm like, Cab, what do you mean? Chat me about Cab. What do you mean you're good at voice acting? This is how I normally sound. Hello, this is my regular voice.
That is so jarring.
I do not sound like a cultist 24/7. I don't go into the grocery store and I'm just like, hello, where is your milk aisle? Because that's how you get arrested.
Yeah, dude, that's how my uncle got banned from Chuck E. Cheese.
No, oh no.
That and some other things. I don't really know. I don't really know the full story.
But yeah, I tell people, I'm like, look, if you were to start now and you were actively practice voice acting, practice working with your voice, practice your, you know, endurance, your breathing.
Yeah.
I guarantee, like a year from now, you're probably going to come back and you're probably going to be better than me, because I don't practice in like a normal sense. I just do, and I've accumulated experience to where I can do this on a consistent basis. I could do this for hours at a time.
Yeah.
I've never sat down and practiced. I've just learned through experience. I learned the hard way.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
A much better way that you could do it, but it takes time. You have to give yourself time. And
That's right.
Have reasonable expectations.
Yeah, dude. That's why I always, if you know, God willing, if you're able to work out, I always, because that it's one thing that, like, in human nature we connect to so much, getting those endorphins, you know.
Right.
And I always preach that people should work out because you can apply that to everything. Now, if you can't, and if you're not able to work out, you can still apply those principles to so many other things. The idea of consistent effort, because just like Cab said, yeah, it takes time, man. Everything that matters takes so much fucking time. Art, VTubing, voice acting, music, learning a language, everything. It all takes practice, and you can't see how good you can be unless you take the time to actually try for a long period of time.
Yes. There's a saying I'm very fond of. It's, a master has failed more times than an amateur has ever tried.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
to this day, I keep that, like, I have a whiteboard in my office where I write down all of my content ideas, all of my team meetings, everything like that.
Yeah.
And I always have that quote right at the top of it. Anytime I'm just like, this is new, this is scary, I'm not sure if I'm going to be good at this, whatever. I look at that and I'm just like, well, I'll never know unless I try.
Yeah.
And I try until I can get a good feel of it.
Definitely. Yeah. There's so many, you know, I get a lot of people that come to the castle that are maybe wanting to try streaming or VTubing or just like making things in general. And
almost like you're kind of inspiring.
No. We're just
Oh yeah.
We're just chilling, man. We're just chilling. But I just want people to do it, man. If it's working out, if it's making content, you have to do it. You have to go and do it and try. And if you fail, it's fine. I'll give you an anecdote. You know, I love anecdotes. The other day we did our post hummus battle royale. I didn't think that stream was going to go well, but it turned out to be literally the most fun I've had streaming in the longest time. And those stupid ideas, you never know how much people will like it. You never know what's going to happen from it. You never know. You have to put yourself out there. If it's working out, if it's putting stuff out onto the internet to start your VTubing career, you never know what's going to happen, man. You just have to practice every single step, every single thing that you put out there, whether it's taking the step to go fucking work out or create new art or practice voice acting. Each step is going to be a step towards whatever it is that you want to do.
Absolutely. I do think I could elaborate on that anymore, but it was absolutely correct. The biggest and hardest step is the first one.
Yeah, that's right, man.
A lot of people dream but never do. Don't let your dreams become memes.
That's right, man. That's fucking right. Yeah. So, you know, it's something that you can apply to so much, man. Like, just consistent effort and not being afraid of failing.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If you fail forward.
That's right, man.
I fell flat on my face. Well, then you stand up. You've still made 3 feet of progress and you learned a valuable lesson.
That's right, brother. Fuck yeah. So, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's good advice or not. I don't know if we answered your question, but good luck, man. Give yourself a month for anything you want to try out. Give yourself a month. Get the practice into your routine, a few days a week, working out, whatever it is you want to get into. Give yourself a month, make it into your routine, and then see how it goes, man. But you can't quit within that first month.
You are far stronger, far more capable, and far more determined than you might think yourself able to be.
Yeah,
you
that's
just
right.
Need the chance.
That's right. That's right. Beautiful answer, man. Thank you so much for that. That was good. That was great. Now, we do have another one specifically to Kabhaal.
What?
That's right. We have a new question for Kabhaal. This is going to be a tough one, man. This one, I think, does have audio. It's actually a video as well. So give me 1 second to get this in.
I'm in danger.
Yeah. This is a tough one, man. I'm not going to lie. Okay.
I thought you guys were meant to be villains. You're both lovely. What are you talking about? Well, I'm absolutely evil. I am a dread lord of eldritch terrors. Do you not fear me, chat? Do I not shake you to your core?
Well, are you supposed to be a villain as well? Like, I know you're a horror VTuber, but are you inherently evil?
Of course, I'm a cult leader.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, some cult leaders were chill. Like, I mean, the guy that did Jonestown, everything up until he murdered everyone was chill. Up until the murder, it was fine. Like, it was great.
Oh my god.
I'm just, you know, you can do a cult right, is what I'm saying. Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Okay. So we have a question from a longtime castle member named Lost NZA. And this question is directly to... Oh, you know them?
Yeah.
This is directly to you and I. This is a brand new question. And I'm going to put the video up on the screen. I believe there's audio. I think so. So let's blast it on the screen real fast.
Fellow perfectly normal human.
Let me go to the start.
Who is definitely not lying about his humanity. How do you deal with people reacting to your somewhat unusual appearance?
Ooh. Let me know when you got it. You got that?
Yeah, no, I got it. How do I deal with people acting to my unusual appearance?
Yeah. You know, when people come by expecting, because dude, let's be honest, man, I got like a little baby cousin and he's obsessed with anime and he types in VTuber titties and you know he's trying to see some big old fat tits on the internet. When he types in VTuber, let's say he stumbles on your chat and is like, he sees the VTuber tag and he's like, what the fuck is this hooded guy? What the hell is this crap?
Well, that's exactly the reaction I'm looking for most of the time. Is, what the hell is that? And then they click and it's like,
gotcha, bitch.
You've activated my trap card, Yugi boy.
Yeah, so I guess, how do you deal with people reacting to your unusual appearance? Or, I mean, I guess you could liken that to like people coming into your chat and being like, what the fuck is this? Or, you know, any weird comment that kind of comes your way, I guess.
Actually, that's, I do have a way of dealing with that. So that often, comes into the skill of improv. Because, so when I, wait, do not be confused. Kabhaal is a boob, just not that kind. Thanks, man. Thanks. One of my friends is in the chat and she's mocking me as she normally does.
You're a boob? Is that why you can't take off the mask? You got some nipples under there? Some big
sure,
ones?
let's go with that. You ever seen what is it, Little Nicky?
Oh yeah.
I might have gone through one of my various lives and that kind of, with an iteration kind of like that. Maybe I just got used to the hood. I don't know.
Damn, man. Okay. You got a tit head, man. You got tits for eyes.
So actually, you know, that's part of the reason, you know, I have the style that I have is, you know, so people go on Twitch and there's like, oh, you know, I'm scrolling. What the hell is that? And so sometimes people come in, they're just like, oh, you're like a dark god, you're a necromancer, you're a lord of shadow. And I'm just like, hi, I'm a level 1 cult leader. How are you doing? They're like, what? And, you know, like it's one of those aspects where I lean into my improv skills.
I
developed through working in haunted houses and having to just like bounce off of different groups of people.
Yeah.
And like if somebody comes in, they're toxic, I'm just like, haha, and like I will basically like do the clown thing of like, you know, mock them a little bit, and then like if they're chill with it, like if they calm down, like yeah, then you can, you know, like generally people can, you know, wind up becoming a part of the community. It's just social graces are sometimes lacking.
You're saying that social graces are lacking in Twitch chat?
Sometimes, not all of Twitch
Oh,
chat.
I never would-
I'm sure Twitch chat is very well behaved large majority of the time, right? Chat?
I never would have guessed that. What? Never, man.
Never?
Never in a million years.
The rare individual is who I'm addressing. Yeah.
Do you have like a favorite chat, like hate chat that came your way?
I don't think I've gotten like any real like hate chat left. Not left. Yet. I've got like some nasty DMs before.
Oh yeah, those are
on Twitter. I'm just like,
those are cool.
Get on out of here.
I think I had oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I had a guy come in one time and said I was fatherless. You know how that's like an insult, like if you don't have a dad or something, like you're doing like fatherless behavior. They'll come in and be like, oh, like, you know, is that why you're a VTuber? You don't have a dad or something like that. I mean, a good insult, but my dad is literally in the chat every stream. I don't know what that says about my dad, but
this is fatherless behavior. I'm sorry, Dad. You're not modding hard enough.
Sorry, Dad. I think that probably hurt my dad more than me, man. But yeah, man, we love Twitch chat. I've had some good times with honestly, I like when people come in. Well, I don't like it, obviously, like is annoying, but it's pretty fun when people do come in and they say stuff, because I mean it's honestly free content for us. People don't really realize that. Like if they come in with the zinger and like you're able to, like you said, just improv fast enough or be quick-witted, it's free content, man. It's a blessing.
Everybody appreciates wit, and like it doesn't have to be completely original. Like sometimes, like look, the internet is a large place. There's a lot of like witty things out there. They just be like, well, I'm taking that and I'm putting it in the repertoire.
Yeah.
Like I saw a TikTok the other day, and I was on stream and somebody was talking about like, you know, like really like not toxic, not very cool, not very bro behavior. And that's somebody, you know, that people had exhibited before. I'm like, well, you know what my opinion on that is? It's like, allow me to spread my eldritch axe cheeks, press my butthole against their lips so they can simultaneously kiss my ass and feast upon the bountiful, you know, the bounty of my bowels. And the chat was just like, what? And I was just like, yeah, I saw that off of TikTok.
Man, yeah, such a way with words.
But it's off TikTok. I didn't come up with that shit. But like, yeah, you can take things like that. You can come up with with various things. Like I got very good at, you know, like just bouncing off of people that were trying to razz me as a haunted house actor. And so, you know, I've gotten very good at somebody comes in, they want to say something insulting, I'm just like, oh, like another example, somebody came in, they, you know, and did like a very crass joke, and I was like, oh, you could take your 2007 humor, put it back in the DeLorean and drive off a fucking cliff. And and that's like, maybe that's a bit more crass than, you know, what some people prefer, but I will say that if you can master improv and you can master wit, which is, yet again, it's just a skill that you can learn.
Yeah, definitely.
You will never be in a want for words.
Yeah. You kind of have to always be ready to clap back. It's definitely a skill to have, and I will say it's almost something you need as a streamer, because I mean it just comes with putting yourself online, you know. Yeah,
like large majority of the community, like 99% of Twitch chat, I will say, you all are awesome folks. You're here to have a good time. You're here to, you know, to engage in entertainment and, you know, with the community. And I am so thankful for that. But there are those few outspoken individuals that are there just to, you know, start a bit of a ruckus.
Yeah.
And with putting yourself out there on the internet, you just have to learn how to deal with it. There's really no way that you can kind of survive otherwise. I mean, you can't survive, but you're not going to be very happy with yourself, because you're going to be surrounded by individuals that are not fun to be around.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's, you know, at the end of the day, if you're doing this, it needs to be something that you're enjoying. If you ever get to a point where like I dread my community, I dread turning on the stream or anything like that, it's just like the magic is gone, and I don't see burnout being that far away.
Yeah, definitely. Have you ever had like a sense of burnout, or maybe
absolutely
feeling uninspired?
I dealt with feeling uninspired like the other week. I just had an off week. I was not feeling great. My health was not cooperating with me. I was low energy. I was not feeling great. But the thing is because I do love streaming. I do really enjoy it. Once I was able to get the stream on and get the stream going, and I had some music going and everything, I'm hyped up, and I'm in the zone. I'm in the streamer mindset where like chat's going, the stream is going, I'm having a good time. And then afterwards, like I turn it off and I'm like, I'm still tired. I'm still run the hell down, but I feel better because I just did something I enjoyed for a couple hours.
Yeah,
and like I feel accomplished and tired. Like that. So you know, like the after workout fatigue, where you're just like, I just want to lay on the floor and sweat and be like, ooh.
But you still feel accomplished, you know, because you did, you put yourself out there and did something.
Exactly. It's kind of like that. But like dealing with burnout, like you're always gonna, if it's not a matter of if you're going to get burned out, it's when you're going to get burned out.
Yeah.
And knowing that you're burning out and you need to take a step back.
Definitely. Yeah.
A friend of mine, Pumpkin Potion, was talking about today, and she's a long time content creator. Like she was way back in the pre like 2010s YouTube.
Oh wow.
And she got big back then, took a break, went to go work for EA and other companies as a community manager, and now she's back making content again. But like she hit burnout really hard, and now she's a big advocate of taking breaks when you need to. And she talked about the fact that a lot of us as content creators are like, if I step away for a week, everybody's going to forget me. And like, no, that's not the case. That's not the case.
Yeah.
I have a friend who is going to be getting back into streaming recently because life just dealt her the worst hand ever. And she's like, nobody's going to remember me. I'm like, no, you're definitely somebody's favorite streamer. People will be there.
Hell yeah.
And you've made enough friends that I at least will make sure that people are there. And that's the great thing.
Yeah.
About, you know, like building these relationships, building these friendships with other people, is like you are never going to be alone.
That's right, man.
You may not be the biggest streamer, but you're probably somebody's favorite streamer. Definitely.
There's going to be someone that's going to be so happy to see that go live button come up, man. There's going to be someone, you know? And that's I appreciate you saying that so much, because I'm the same exact way. Like I've always said that as long as it's just like me and Ocelot just chilling in the stream, then I'll be good. I'll be doing the same shit always, forever, because it's so much fun. And I know that there's at least one or two people that are always going to be here hanging out and making me laugh, and hopefully I'm making them laugh sometimes as well. So it's
absolutely,
if you are Lost NZA was the guy who asked the question, if you're worried about maybe people not understanding your appearance, there's going to be someone who's going to understand your appearance, man. I wouldn't worry too much.
Exactly. And like worst case scenario, you get somebody like, what the hell is that? And they click on you and then they love you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But I guess be ready to clap back in a funny way. Don't get upset if somebody comes to you and they want to say something mean. I wouldn't get angry. Just say something funny back. Don't let them see you get angry. Just be funny back, or take it. I mean, the best thing you can do is if somebody criticizes you, just take it, make fun of yourself. That's one of the best tactics ever. I mean, I had this friend in college. He was kind of overweight, and everyone would call him fat, and they would always say, like, you know, what does your dick look like? What does your dick look like? Because have you ever seen it? And then he came back and it was a room full of guys, and he says, nah, just have your mom draw a picture of it for me when she's down there. And I was just like, man, that's awesome. Like,
everyone's just like, damn.
He didn't deny, he didn't deny it at all. He didn't deny it at all. It was just a perfect comeback, and just keep it fun, man.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Keeping it fun, not letting people say kids. You don't get one guide. Yeah. Don't get one guide and let like one person ruin your day. You've got a bunch of other people that you're there having a good time with, and giving credence to that person's negative opinion, not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I get one guide all the time. Not from like negativity, but like from. I mean, if I'm playing a game or something, I get one guide all the time. Yeah.
You get one guide. I would have never guessed.
Always, man.
I'm shocked.
I'm too fucking naive, man. I always assume people have their best intentions. God damn it. Don't fall into my trap.
Community so much.
All right, man. Well, you got time for one more question?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now this one is not a video, but this is a voice submission.
I hope this isn't breaking any
Oh shit, we have a.
But pumpkin potion is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, somebody else talking about pumpkin potion.
In the content
oh yeah, that's my that's my friend that I was talking about. She went into content creation and went to go work as community manager. And now she's here passing on her corporate knowledge and everything as a
cool.
as a creator. If you like my streams and like talk about content and things like that, I definitely suggest Ethel. Go check Pumpkin out. She's a delight, and she is
definitely
mad musical skills as well.
Oh man,
I've told her about your stream and the fun you have with music, and I was just like, look at Ethel. Like he just has fun making music.
Hell yeah.
She was unsure, and I was just like, have fun with it, and other people will join in.
That's right, man. Yeah. You gotta always have fun. And I have some beautiful words from my dad talking about getting one guide. My dad said, don't let anyone ruin your day. Be a man and ruin it yourself.
That's the most dad advice I've ever heard.
And I think that's good to remember, man. I think that's good to remember going forward, man. Nobody can ruin your day but yourself, man. That's right.
You're right, though.
Yeah. Okay, man. Let's hit one more. This is gonna be from Anonymous.
Anonymous.
This is a voice submission from Anonymous, and this is about life advice. So I'm gonna play it on stream if you want to listen on stream, or if you need me to send it to you, whichever is better for you.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay. So this is from Anonymous for some life advice.
Greetings, my lord. I have a question about finding motivation. I, and I'm sure others can relate, find it exceedingly easy to start a project, but finishing it becomes more difficult and less worth the effort as time goes on. As someone who has released a whole amazing album and many banger singles, do you struggle with seeing an idea through to the end? Are there some ideas you've left to the wayside? And do you have any tips for aspiring creatives to see their ideas from concept to completion? And a follow-up question, if you'll allow it. With your newfound success, do you find it easier to create because you know there will be an audience to receive it, or more difficult because your work will be measured against your past successes?
Oh, damn. Damn, thank you. Beautiful question, man. Beautiful voice, too. That was fantastic, man.
All right. I think I got all of it.
Great. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the question, Anonymous. Fantastic question. Cap, do you wanna go first? You got any advice for people helping finishing projects, finding motivation to finish? You got shit laying around? Got a bike you're fixing that is still missing a tire or something? What's going on, man?
So I have an artist that I work with, and her name is Salty Jub, and she is a individual who's worked professionally in the video game and tabletop industry for about a decade.
Oh wow.
And she passed on some really, really good knowledge that I've been applying myself, because sometimes I struggle to find motivation to finish works or do things that I need to do. And oftentimes can be because I don't feel like I'm doing it the best that I can, or I don't feel like it's turning out the way that I thought, or maybe it's taking longer than I thought it would. And I feel like those are all common problems that a lot of people that struggle with motivation run into. But one of the best pieces of advice that Salty gave me was, don't work at being better, work at being faster.
Oh.
And the concept behind that is you do it, you get it done. And like, yeah, you put some effort into it, but like, don't stress over it. Don't stress over the quality of it.
Oh.
Get the project done and get it out there so you can then start on the next project, because what that then does is you get faster at completing things. And as you get faster, you do more things. And the more things that you do, naturally, the better you're going to get at them, because that's how a skill works. And so you're not worried about, you're taking out the kind of the worry of the quality. You're taking out the worry of how long it's going to take. You're taking out the worry of, I may not be doing this to the best of my ability, because, you're working on getting faster and being able to accomplish more things and put more pieces of work out there. And in that regard, it kind of removes a lot of those limitations. And like, as you see more things mounting up that you have completed, you're like, man, I can do this. Look at all these things I finished. And it's kind of this cumulative effect. And like, at that point in time, you're kind of just like, let's go. I got this thing I gotta do. Let's go ahead. Let's knock it out.
Hell yeah.
And that's my 2 cents on it. It's been something I've been working on. Like I completed a piece of art today and I posted it on Twitter, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna get this done, and I'm going to finish it. And it may not be the best out there, but it's finished, and I can move on to the next art piece, because I'm gonna need you to send me that reference sheet once this stream is over.
Oh shit! No way! Oh my god!
I need to go find Booby's reference sheet as well.
Oh! Are we finally getting our first Yowie Booby art?
Look, okay, I did Lord Knucklestan, okay? I'm not adverse
that's
to it.
right. Yeah, if you guys don't remember, if you weren't here in the castle at the time, Kabhaal drew, there's an old story from an old stream about my moose knuckle ruining Christmas. Because we took a family picture, and my moose knuckle was hanging out in the picture, and it ruined Christmas. And Cab drew that. And
I can send you the picture if you want.
Oh my god, do you still have it? I wonder where it is on my computer.
I've got it on me. It's my finished art folder.
Yeah, send it over. I'll put it on stream.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was a funny moment. It was a shitpost drawing. I was just like, this is great. This is wonderful. This is Aethel with a huge moose knuckle. And you know what? Screw it. I got it done. I didn't worry about the quality of it. I just worried about getting it out there and having fun with it.
Oh yeah, here it is. Oh man. God bless you, man. Let me get it on screen for you guys real fast.
Look, cool people inspire cool art, and I love a good meme idea, especially if it's something that's going to make somebody be like, oh no, why does this exist? I'm like yes.
Okay, here we go. Look at that, man. This is the moose knuckle that ruined Christmas. You ready for it?
Look at that handsome man. Look at that jawline.
Look at that giant fucking. I mean, those look like the bomb, the mines, like the German U-boats would be worried about in World War II, man. Running into those things.
That man's smuggling 2 grapefruits in a Ziploc bag.
Dude, those things look like anti-tank mines, just chilling in a bunker. Holy. My God. It's a lot of heat. You can't take that on an airplane after 9/11, I'll tell you that much. You're gonna get TSA is gonna have to patch it down if you're carrying that kind of stuff.
Oh my God. That's right, I did this. I'm not sorry. In fact, I'm proud.
Yeah, believe it or not, Kabhaal is the madman, the mad insane artist behind this, and that says Amazonian danger bussy. So if anyone's trying to get in, man, just know, man, what I'm working with back there. All right, it's not all fun and games. You're gonna have to bring a machete if you want to traverse these lands, man. This dark wilderness. I'm packing in my little butthole. It's cute once you get past all the vines and stuff. It is cute, I will say.
Once you get past the flora and the fauna, you know.
Yeah, exactly, man. All the booby traps, like it's basically like my butthole is kind of like the start of the Peter Jackson King Kong movie, man. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. But yeah, it's a lot like that. Dude, the opening scene of Peter Jackson's King Kong is probably scarier than most horror movies. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's insane.
Oh, I think I know what you're referencing, but just like the way you said it, I feel like a piece of my soul left my body. And that's funny because it's been sold off during a contract. What the hell was that?
Oh man. Well, I think that's amazing advice. You know, I've never really thought about projects like that, like trying to work faster.
I didn't either until Salty told me about it, and I was just like, but it makes sense because she's worked in a corporate environment with like heavy deadlines and crunch time, and I was like, oh. And now I'll see, like, you've seen like my going live art that I'll post on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
She can whip those out in like an hour.
That is insane. Well, I guess, yeah, because, you know, she's refined the skill so much and focused on getting them done as fast as possible that, I mean, yeah, it just has become like second nature to her, I'm sure.
Yeah, and so like she's like living proof that it works. And it's just like, yeah, Agile is basic corporate process now. I mean, there you go. Right there in chat, you know, I didn't know it was called the Agile process, but like, yeah, no, it's crazy.
That's
because
insane.
like then you get super fast, and like as you get better, you're already fast, but then you're cranking out better results, and you're just like,
yeah,
just this.
Yeah, absolutely. That's such a man. That I feel like I needed to hear that, man. That's like the best advice, because I'm such a chronic fucking like start a project, think it's shit, and just toss it away. On my computer, man, I probably have well over like 100 like 4-bar loops of music that will never see the light of day, just sitting on my computer until the end of time, and I'll never go back and touch them ever, because you listen to them and then you're like, fuck it, this is crap, throw it away and never finish it. If I feel like this might be a musician's curse or like a producer's curse. I'm sure you guys, if you make music, you do the same. You have like a 4-bar loop, 8-bar loop just sitting in your computer, and you'll never go back. And when you do go back, you'll think, oh, you know what, this was okay. I could have done something with this. But oftentimes you're your own worst critic, and I'm guilty of this all the time.
Yes, that is not just musicians' curse. It's the same with visual artists as well.
Yeah,
I have sketchbook upon sketchbook upon sketchbook of just like half drawn out forms or like costume ideas or prop ideas. Like, this is dumb. Yeah, I'm never gonna come back to this. Or I could have just fleshed it out, could have done the thing and knocked it off my checklist and moved on to the next thing.
Yeah. I'm way more proud of the shitty work that I have put out before than the okay work that is just chilling on my computer that no one will ever listen to. Like, I mean, when I first made Mouse's like fan album, there are a million things I wish I could go back and change, because I've learned so much since then. But I'm still so proud that I was able to finish it to my ability at that time. Now, was it perfect? No. I would change so much in there. So much.
It's art. It's never going to be perfect. We're inherently flawed beings, but you've created something. You've finished a project and you put it out there. Out there. And I'll go ahead and say the Mousewave album was amazing. I enjoyed it. It's chill vibes all the way through.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's almost like a snapshot of my skills at that time. You know, it's a little glimpse into how much I've learned since then, because listening back what I've learned now, oh my God, I changed so much, you know?
So you remember earlier in the stream when I said that I started out playing Minecraft? Oh, doing Minecraft Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Those are still on my YouTube channel. My very first video is still on my YouTube channel. Because that's a snapshot of what I started out as.
Yeah.
And anytime I'm doubting myself, I can go back. I can look at it. And I can go, wow. I have gotten a lot better at this. And it's the same thing in like the Warhammer 40k fandom. Always keep the first model you painted.
Yeah. That's such good advice, man. Absolutely. Because it is nice.
Shame, revel in it.
Yeah. I have music on like a separate like SoundCloud page that I made years ago. Like when I like first started using my my DAW, my Fruity Loops. And I love going back and listening to that because just like you said, it's the exact same thing. I've learned so much since then, and it's makes me so happy to listen to how horrible it is. Because like it's like, whoa, there's so many things I've learned since then. Like so many hours spent on YouTube watching tutorials, learning, and that is living proof that I've learned and that I've improved. So yeah, I couldn't agree with you anymore, man.
Yeah, it is a like, look, we could, whether you're a visual artist, musical artist, whether you're an actor, a writer, whatever, we all are our own worst critics, and we are notorious for getting in our own heads.
Yeah.
But that right there, holding on to that old work, that is a hard anchor point.
Yeah.
In your timeline as a creative that you can always go and look back at and be like, this is immutable evidence that I've improved.
Yeah, you can't argue with it, man. It's right there. The proof is in the pudding. You can see your progress. Yeah, I'm glad you're the same as me with that. Like it's not just a masochistic thing seeing how fucking awful you were, but it really is inspiring. You can inspire yourself. Who would have thought, man?
Look, the fact that you may look back at it and like you cringe so hard the skin peels back from your skull. Yes, that's a thing. But that means you got better at it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Anybody who's improved anybody who's improved is going to look at their old self and be like, but it anchors you, and that's important because that will also serve to keep you motivated. But I've learned all this. Why stop now?
Yeah, hell yeah. Damn, man. Fuck, I needed to hear this shit. Seriously.
Well, dude, the DM's always open. If you ever have doubts or anything like that, you're always welcome to hit me up.
Thank you so much, man. You're
no problem.
For being a horrible, fucked up, grotesque, titty.
Yes, compliment me more. Wait, what?
Titty unmasked booby boy. You're pretty wise, man, and I am so happy that you accepted my invitation to Boys Talk episode 1.
Thank you for inviting me. It's been an absolute pleasure, and you're an absolute delight.
Thanks, man.
That something forevermore, and you continue to thrive as both a broadcaster and a creative because you fucking deserve it.
Thank you so much, man.
You've earned it.
Thank you. No, seriously, thank you. You were the best first guest I ever could have asked for. You did amazing, man. You're such an interesting and fun-loving person, and you have such a unique, creative mind that I hope everyone from the castle will go over and support Kabhaal as much as you can. His streams are always so fun. Dude, I didn't know anything about Warhammer 40k. That's fucking nerd shit, dude. I don't know anything about that. But man, I had so much fun because when you're as passionate as Kabhaal is about the things that he loves, I could listen to him talking about different strokes of paintbrushes, man. It doesn't matter. Seeing that type of passion is so fucking invigorating, and it makes me love my passions even more listening to him. So do yourself a favor, man. Please check out Kabhaal whenever he goes live next. Do you have like a schedule that you usually stick to, or?
My schedule is usually Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 11 a.m. Eastern to about 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, cool.
And those are the days I usually go live. I usually have Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays off. But occasionally I'll do like collabs, during them, like right now.
Hell yeah.
So that's a
Great,
big
man.
thing about scheduling days off as well. If you want to be a broadcaster, schedule days
Definitely,
off
man.
so you have time to schedule things.
That's right, man. There's a lot of fun stuff that you can get up to. Well, Kabhaal, thank you so much, man. Is there anything else that you'd want to say to the castle while you're here? To all the lovely people that are trapped in the dungeon of the castle.
I've got a small request for the denizens and guests of the castle.
Oh yeah, what's up, man?
Chad, are you willing to hear me out just a little bit? Like maybe humor a poor cult leader. Make a deal and shake a poor sinner's hand.
Cool.
If you could maybe start a hype train for Aethel.
No.
Push that as far as you possibly could. That'd be really great.
No. We're not doing that shit, man. That's
for everything that he does and the amazing community and environment that he cultivates.
What kind of
and
fucking
all the joy he brings into the world. And no, I'm saying my thing, Aethel. Like you if you could do that for me, I would super appreciate it. Like, you don't have to push it as far as it can go, but if you did, I'd like to see how high it would reach.
What the what kind of evil fucking horrible you
I told you I was evil, Aethel. I told you.
You're fucking awful, dude. I trusted you, you fucking backstabbing little cocksucker, dude. What the fuck? You fucking dickhead motherfucker. Piece of shit. Bro, this is why the Marines are better, man. Fuck you, dude. Dude.
Oh, I love causing supportive chaos.
Fuck,
it's
man.
So good.
Thank you so much, you fucking bastard.
You're welcome, you absolute treasure of a person.
Thank you so much, man. Guys, all right, guys. The joke's done. Stop. Thank you. That's way too much. Berwin, I am Lamp. That Ocelot, not you, dude. Mike T, you. God damn it, man. Holtz, thank you so much, guys. Come on, man. He's just joking around with that kind of crap, man. Don't listen to this guy. Look at him. You can't even see his face, man. You gotta trust this guy. Look at him.
A face that you can trust.
What the fuck? God damn, man. You son of a bitch, man. Ah, man. Well, is there anything that you want to plug? Is there any stream that you have coming up that you're excited about? Anything going on over on your side of Twitch that you want to share with everyone that they can look forward to? Any art pieces that you're working on? Anything else you can plug about yourself, man?
I mean, other than my regular stuff, I don't have any. I'm very bad at stuff like that. I just have my regular streams coming up.
Cool.
If people enjoy talking about content, if they want to see how the quote unquote sausage is made, I'm always open to questions. I'm 100% transparent on like marketing tactics.
Hell yeah.
The strategies of social media. Like, expectations and, tactics to make yourself more marketable in an already competitive space, things like that are things I talk about. I also do like art. If you want to know, I've taught lots of people how to draw hands, apparently.
Oh, really?
No. So.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, if you like art, if you like talking about content and like being completely like open, transparent, real about it. If you like campy, creepy vibes, and me getting up on a podium and just like going off on rants about various topics, stop on by.
Beautiful.
Like I said, 11 a.m. EST till about 4 or 5 EST. You just search Kabhaal, you'll find me. I'm easy enough to find. I just do it because I'm fun. Or do it because I have fun. There we go.
That's right, man. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I always have such a great time in your streams whenever I can catch them. It's you never know what you're gonna expect, man. Honestly, that's part of the joy of watching Kabhaal is you never know what the fuck is gonna happen. What's he gonna be talking about? So jump around, man. Pop by and see what you can see. You won't be disappointed. I can promise that for sure.
I appreciate that so much, man. You're a delight.
No worries, man. Well, Kabhaal, thank you so much for being on episode 1 of Boys Talk. This has been so much fun. Hopefully the people that submitted questions, they got their answers that they were looking for. Hopefully we could help out. I think we did okay. We'll see if there's any news headlines.
We tried our best.
But I do appreciate you taking the time to come up to this castle and hang out with us, and we wish you the best on your journey forward. We'll be watching and supporting you as much as we can here from the castle, and we hope to see you back soon, man.
Oh yeah. Hit me up whenever. Like I said, man, door's always open for you. Always make time.
Thank you,
always
brother.
make time for me. It's only right.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Well, we'll see you in the next one, man. Until next time, brother.
Do you prefer me to slink off or?
Yeah, do it like a little walk off. Let's see what you got.
Just a little walk off.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
I don't have legs. The tentacles. Leave me alone. All right. I'll talk to you later, brother.
All right,
have
man.
a good one.
Thank you so much, man. We'll see you soon.
Yep.
Cheers, bruv. Well, guys, man, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Let's go back here, huh? Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the first episode of Boys Talk. In our new model debut, our funeral. This was one of the most fun streams I think I've ever had. Thank you for the fucking hype train, you pieces of absolute shit. I will not forget this, and I will torture you with Jordan Peterson monologues soon enough as payback. Next stream, nothing but Jordan Peterson monologues. You will pay for the uprising. But thank you guys, seriously, thank you so much. This has been a dream come true to show off this piece of art from Dia and Cal. I hope you guys like it. I hope you get used to seeing teeth. Thank you so much for coming by. Thanks for all the wonderful questions from our Boys Talk boys. Thank you to Kabhaal for coming on. Now, who are we going to have on next for Boys Talk? You'll just have to wait and see, man. But I hope you guys enjoyed. That was honestly exactly what I wanted out of Boys Talk. Just a nice time to just shoot the shit with someone that's so fucking talented. And hopefully help out some of the boys in the castle. Again, thank you for all the donations, all the subs, all the bits. I know I didn't get to thank everyone today. It was honestly physically impossible. But if you did donate, thank you so much for keeping the castle's candles lit. It means the world. I hope you enjoy the inside of the castle. It's pretty nice in here, right? Well, guys, it's about that time. We'll be back on stream soon. I don't know. What is tomorrow? What's the day tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. You know what? We might be back tomorrow. We might be back tomorrow. Oh shit, I'm getting some drop frames, man. You know what? Actually, tomorrow I am going to be calling Spectrum to hopefully get a business line installed, because they've been absolutely shitting on us with the internet. So hopefully we'll get that installed. Tomorrow, I kind of want to get back to Bloodborne. I really want to play Bloodborne with this model. It's been like a sick fantasy of mine for a long time. So hopefully we can do that tomorrow. If for whatever reason I can't come tomorrow, I'll definitely be back Thursday. It'll either be tomorrow or Thursday. We'll have to see. But other than that, man, I think it's time we find somebody to raid. You guys ready? Let me get out of these clothes first. Let my hair down a little bit. Ugh, that's better. All right, guys, let's see who's online. Let's get up on Twitch. Okay, who's on? Oh, weren't we gonna raid Sayu at one point? Momo? Oh, is Momo on? Momotex? Silver? Oh, Silver streaming too? Oh man, how are we supposed to decide this? Cosma? Oh man, how do we decide this, man? Silver, Momo? Pull it? Freem? Roll the dice, Silver? Blind pick? I hate this part, man. Mostly because I don't really want to go. I want to keep looking at this model. Man, the mouth tracking is so fucking crazy. God, it's so unreal. It's so weird to see my mouth moving. Oh my God. My dad wants to raid that Miguel guy. Momotex? We can raid Momo. I haven't raided Momo in fucking forever. It's so weird not having that old flapper mouth. I know, it's weird seeing teeth. It's weird seeing a tongue. Probably the best part of the model. How did she do it, man? Okay, everybody's saying Momo. Yeah, you guys want Momo? You guys want Momo? You know, I think Momo was actually here earlier, so we can definitely raid her. She came by and said hi. Let's do it, man. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming to my funeral and my new model debut. I really hope you guys like the new model. I hope it's not too jarring to see my lips moving and actual teeth. And I hope you like the inside of the castle. Thank you to everyone who helped me with this. If I forgot anyone, I'm so sorry. Thank you to all my friends. Thanks for my dad. Thanks to the mods. Thanks to Nyan for the raid. Thanks for all the gift subs, all the bits, all the amazing questions. And you know, I was reading chat the whole time we were talking with Kabhaal, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for just your amazing insight during our talk with Kabhaal on Boys Talk. It made it so much more fun, you know, being able to see everybody's interesting insight and funny comments while we were talking. So thank you so much, guys, for real. We'll be back soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. But we'll be back in the castle soon, man. I appreciate you guys so much. The castle stands forever. No ifs, ands, or buts. Forever. We'll see you in the next one, mates. Cheers, bruvs.